And we back, we live again. For those of you who this is your first time, second time, third time, if you brand new to this thing, or if you just been watching maybe one or two times, you in for a treat once again. If you watch this thing a whole lot, then definitely you already know what it is, what it's gonna be. I'm about to go in on this topic. Oh, I got a lot to say. You know I'm gonna hit it hard. That's the only way that I know how to operate. Y'all be wanting me to talk to y'all soft sometimes and be real nice and sweet and all that stuff. You want somebody real nice and sweet. What is that going to get you? Where has that gotten you? Somebody that's talking to you real nice and sweet. And you want somebody real nice and sweet, but a lot of y'all women is harder than a rock. Hard head. You got and probably a rough cooter cat too. Ooh, Guru, you already going off. You got a hard head. There's a lot of things that's hard and rough. Man's supposed to be hard, not no woman. Do you hear me? The man's supposed to be hard. You're not supposed to be hard as no woman. Good evening to the people that have already joined me on the YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button as you're coming in. Hit the like button as you're coming into this stream right now. Hit the share button. Share this thing with 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people. Hit the share button. Let them know that Guru is on for the night. Let's get this thing going here in just 1 second. If you want to request up and have a conversation with me about this subject, I definitely want to hear from you tonight, especially if you are a woman. I definitely want to hear what you have to say about this. I want to know. The topic tonight is, should you be spending a lot of money on a man? And I say yes. I say yes. You want a relationship today? You need to be spending a lot of money. If you want a relationship today, you should be spending a lot of money. A lot of y'all don't like spending or don't want to spend much money on a man. A good man, at least. But y'all will spend on these no good jokers who are locked up, ain't got nothing going for themselves. You put money on their books. You will get them Jordans and all kind of other stuff and make sure that they have everything they need, but you won't buy a good man nothing. You won't buy a good man nothing at all. Walaikum salam. If he's worth it, yes. What do you mean if he's worth it? Hell yeah, lady. What do you mean if he's worth it? Y'all spend all this money on men that ain't worth much or nothing. What do you mean if he's worth it? What make him worth it? See, that's the thing. That's the thing. You talking about if he's worth it, and what's your problem putting these faces up in here? You don't want to spend no money on no man? Why are you putting these faces up in here? You wouldn't spend no money on a man? Somebody said BWs are all about taking. They're not about giving. The only thing they give is attitude and mannequin screwing. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what you get with a lot of jokers. You get a lot of attitude, and they have an attitude when they screwing you too. You damn right about that too. You are totally right. All right, let's start us off with one of them things. Let's go, Guru. Folks, do me a favor, and if you haven't done it yet on the YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up button. I got a lot of haters in here. Y'all don't want to hit the like button over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. Just exit the chat real quick and hit it. Let's go. Let's talk about this. Why do so many of these women in today's day and time like to spend money with the hopes of getting into a relationship with somebody that is a cheater, a liar, They love to spend money on men that are broke, especially if they're broke. Broke men, they a fixer-upper, in other words. Like the women always say to me, a fixer-upper. And I'm not talking about just buying your man something. I'm talking about they will invest thousands of dollars on a fixer-upper. Right? They will do these type of things. Men like myself that have handled business and taken care of the home for years and years and years, been the main provider, right? The breadwinner of the home. Men like myself that have done stuff like this, a lot of these women, they don't want to spend money on men like myself. A lot of them don't want to spend their hard-earned money on men like myself because they feel like a man like me should be paying for everything, but they will pay for some no good broke joker who is not taking them, who's not putting them in any type of good position in life, who has no money, a lot of times no job, no career, nothing going for himself. They will spend and spend and spend on men like this, but won't spend much of anything on a man that has some substance. Why do y'all think that is? Why are they not spending? I want y'all to just think about this for a minute. Why won't they spend their money on this topic is foolish? Really? No, you foolish with the way you look. That's why you look miserable and you don't have a man. That's exactly why you look so miserable and ugly and don't have a man. Because if you was all that on a Friday, exactly, you ain't gonna come up here and face me. If you was all that on a Friday night, you would have you a man and he would be either laid up with you right now or something. You have nothing right now. You have no man laid up with you on a Friday night. You got nobody that wants to see, but you over here talking about my topic is foolish, but you even here watching it. You a fool. You see how goofy these jokers are? Sharpshooter said they'll give up the cat faster than some money. Money is more valuable to them. That's deep. Woo, that's deep. See, look, when I be hitting these type of topics, I hit a nerve. The brother said they will give up some cooter cat faster than they will give up some money. Money is more important to them than their own cooter cat in this day and time. I agree. I think the money is more important. They rather hold on to the money than hold on to the cooter cat. Then hold on to the sanctity of what the cooter cat was when they were young, when they were little girls and things of this nature. They're out here just throwing it out like it ain't nothing. Somebody said, unfortunately, from learning experience, that's what it seems they want. A brother they think they control. Yeah, they want to control. Now, is that the real dynamic? Talk to me. Do y'all think do these women want to just control men? Is that why they will spend on a broke man a project, give him a whole bunch of money so they can almost like they want to feel like they own him? And that can't hold a man because they get distracted by other D. Yeah, that's facts. They want to feel like they feel like they own the man. Hey, I bought all this for y'all. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they need to be spending on men of substance, men of means, men like myself. I'll tell you one thing right now. An American woman, she have to spend money on a man like me to be in a relationship or marriage with a man like me. They don't have the skills that a lot of the women outside of the country have. And they're not willing to do the extreme submissive things that those women are willing to do. Those things are valuable. So therefore, since you're not willing to do it, you're going to have to pay. American women going to have to pay me. No, man, I've been married 5 years now. I can't accept to go live with me. You can come live with me. Why don't you, Erica? Why don't you come over here to the YouTube channel? The link is posted. Come right over here to the YouTube channel and go live. The link is posted. Yeah, especially if you make more money than the man. The facts. If you make more money than your man, why in the hell are you not spending a lot of that money on him? They do a hell of a lot of shopping. And actually, if you come over on the YouTube channel, nobody's going to even know who you are because you're not going to show up your IG name or nothing's going to show up on the YouTube channel. Come over here to the YouTube channel and hit the link. They spend a whole lot of their money on shopping and foolish stuff. They spend a whole lot of money on their hair and makeup and skin products. Sephora. All of this stuff is being spent, money being spent on, but don't want to barely open a wallet to buy a man of substance something. Hell no. I want you men, you fellas that are listening to the sound of my voice, I want y'all to lift up a standard. I want y'all to raise y'all standards. Start telling these women off the rip. They want to be with you, they got to spend. They want a relationship, they want love, they got to spend. Yes, exactly. Addicted to retail. Facts. A lot of them are addicted to retail. That is nothing but facts. Shout out to Miss Maxine for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I did get it. I don't know if you're still watching right now, but thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Brother Hardaway. Thank you for the badge support over on the Instagram channel. Exactly. Brother said, Flavor Flav, you got to pay me, boy. Yeah, you got to pay. Y'all have to pay. Exactly. They'll go buy a BBL. Think about I want y'all to think about all the stuff that's foolish that they'll spend their money on, but won't invest in a good, decent man. We can't even talk a whole lot about these wigs, this hair. They a BW. And we know, like they love to say, BWs love to say, other women wear fake hair too. Any woman that's spending money on her hair, getting her hair done, I want you to go examine how much money is being spent on the hair versus how much she spent on you for the last month, 6 months, year. Go look at how much money she spent on that. Take a look at how much money she spent on face products. Take a look at how much money she spent if she got her body done in any way. Look at her wardrobe, all the unnecessary clothing and apparel and stuff she's buying, and she don't even wear half of that junk. Buy that stuff in their closet they don't even wear. They got outfits and stuff they maybe only wore one time. Do y'all hear me? I have hair and I never wore a protective style, so they be capping. Thank you for writing that. You have your opinion, I have mine, but damn, call me ugly because my opinion. Exactly. You're not going to come over here. Get the hell off of my stream. You just come up here to run your mouth in the comments talking about, I want to go live with you. You weak. You're weak. You're weak. Am I saying just hand him the money? If that's what he wants, yeah, just give him the money. If he don't want that, if he wants you to actually take the time and go get him and be thoughtful and buy him the things that he wants, go buy it for him. I like shoes. I like watches. Those are two of the things I like sunglasses. Those are some of the things that I like. I like to switch up my look, especially I'm a shoe man. I love shoes. I love fragrances. I love cologne. So most definitely the woman should know, automatically get with me. She should say, oh, I already know Guru like fragrances. He like to smell good. He likes to dress. He likes to shoes. His shoe game be on point. So she already should know. I'm not going to turn down no nice shoes, especially if they were expensive. Want no cheap Payless type shoes. I want you to go in a Big Five and get me no shoes. I don't want you to go into the factory market or whatever, the discount factory or whatever, and get me no shoes. Go give me some $200, $300 pair of shoes like you would buy yourself. Ooh. Or buy you a watch that's a few $100s. Should be spending this kind of money on your man, or you don't deserve no man. You American women, if you don't want to spend this money on him, you don't deserve no man. Manny said no slippers. Facts. Buying us slippers, cheap slippers for $15. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Want no slippers and no tank top. You need to open that damn wallet up and spin. Spin, 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 spin. You're gonna pay. Shout out to Miss Maxine again. I did give you a shout out earlier. I did see that you hit the super chat earlier again. Thank you so much for another super chat and supporting the Black Guru. I do appreciate you over here on the YouTube channel. Let's go, people, on the Instagram. If you want to, you can hit the request at any time. Anybody can come up and speak with me tonight on this Friday night. Come on and rock out with the Black Guru. No problem at all. We can have a discussion on this topic. No problem at all. If you don't believe in spending money on your man, then that's no problem either. You can come and give me the reason why you don't believe in spending money on your man. Or if you spend a whole lot of money on your man, you can come and tell me that too. But if you a cheapskate, I'm definitely going to get on you. We tired of y'all cheap jokers. And I'm telling the men to lift up a standard. People that watch on the YouTube, if you haven't hit it yet, hit the thumbs up button for me. Hit the like button. And that's all I'm asking you to do right now. Listen, if you want to come up here, your internet connection has to be strong. Because I see that some of y'all requested to come up here, but your internet connection is not strong enough for me to pull you up. So your internet connection needs to be a little stronger. If it's not working over here on the IG, just come over to my YouTube channel. And I have a link in here and you can join over here. No problem. I can see all my screens right now. Melissa said, I know a guy left his ex because she bought him a car. He said it was for him because she wasn't being financially responsible. He left the ex because she bought him a car and she wasn't being responsible with the money. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, somebody said, I'm seeing women teach other women to be selfish and make the man chase. Yeah. I explained this the other day in my stream. Women that have been ran through normally teach other women how to be manipulative, how to lie, how to do men wrong, how to make him chase you, how to make him spend all his money on you, how to use your cooter cat to get what you want. Use it, make him think he gonna get all this cooter cat or whatever, but don't really give him that much, or trick him out of the cooter cat, whatever. No good ass, cheating ass, lying ass, manipulative ass, ran through ass. When they're the ones who teach other women how to use and manipulate. And I'm gonna tell you something, men. If you find yourself ever in a predicament where you're getting to know a woman and you find out she has she only need to have one of those type of friends or associates. If she have one of those, get the hell away from her. If she have any friend that talks like that on the phone, I was dealing with a woman like that before, and she was telling me about her best friend, and I heard that joker talk on the phone. Said, hell no, you think I'm gonna be with a woman like you? Done lost your damn mind. Best friend over here talking and telling you and trying to train you and train other women how to manipulate men, how to use them, how to screw them over and all this other stuff. Don't be with you like that. You know damn well. And you know what the funny thing about it is, that woman, I ended up, and I didn't want to be with her But she was one that was willing to spend money on me. I haven't been with too many women that didn't want to open up their wallet and spend money on me. Is this you, lady, that come in here and talk crazy to me all the time? Why don't you request to come up? What's your name? Why don't you request to come up? Why y'all so afraid of me? I ain't nobody. Y'all call me. Y'all say I'm just a fake and a wannabe and I'm nobody anyway. So why in the hell are y'all scared of me? But y'all talk all that crazy stuff in my comment section. Let's get back to what I'm saying. Let's get back to what I was saying about this topic. What are the other things that they spend money on that's the most ridiculous and outlandish things? Let's think about it for a minute. I already talked about the hair, the makeup, the lashes. I didn't really get a whole lot in that makeup. But yeah, they spend on that makeup. They go to the Mac store and they spend all that money on that makeup. They get it. Sometimes they just get the cheap stuff too. They don't even get the stuff from Mac. They get just the real cheap stuff too. Maybe from the dollar store or whatever. And put that junk on their face. What the hell is damaging and tearing up their face? And they getting that cheap stuff and rubbing it in and putting on their face. Yeah, somebody said they buying Chris Brown tickets. Nails, yeah. Claws, somebody said they buying toys. Fake nails and claws, liquor. Well, they don't even buy a whole bunch of, they buy that cheap liquor. Here you go, Nay. They buy that cheap liquor that they get and they drink and they take shots, right? At the house. And then when they go out, they want the man to buy the expensive, more expensive liquor for them at the, have y'all noticed that? They drink on the cheap liquor and down that at the house. But then they want the man, when they out somewhere, they want them to buy the, I want the Patron. I want this. I want that. They start naming the name brands. They ain't got no Patron at no house. Ooh. They don't got none of that stuff at the house. Nay, I don't know what's wrong with your thing, but I sent you the thing to come up. It must be your internet connection, or unless you got suspended or banned from IG Live. I don't know what's wrong with your account, but obviously you can't come over here. They don't buy no top shelf liquor and drink off of that at the house. Let's be real. A lot of these women that be talking all this stuff that don't want to spend on a decent man, they don't do that type of stuff. See, a good woman that knows how to value and wants a good man, she will be willing to spend her hard-earned money on a good man. She's not going to be selfish when it comes to her paycheck. She's going to value, she want to keep her man, she want to keep him happy. She's going to realize that she needs to do whatever it takes to keep her hands on that man and make sure he goes nowhere. That's the problem with a lot of y'all today. Y'all don't know how to keep a man. Y'all don't know how to hold on to a good man. Y'all rather keep junk. Digging in the trash can, getting junk out the trash can so that you can hold on to whatever you got from the trash can. How goofy and foolish is that? Y'all ignorant. Good evening. Haven't you, do y'all think, when do y'all take the time and sit back and think about stuff like this? That's my question. When do y'all take the time and sit back and actually think and say, you know what? Let me focus and actually get me with a good man, a decent man, an honest man, and invest in him. A man is an investment for you as well. What the hell you think? What kind of return you think you're going to get off a man who you just want to slang you some good dick? Ooh. What kind of ROI are you getting on a man that's just slanging that? That's all you caring about. That's all you concerned about. You don't think women are the prize, to be honest. Y'all not the prize. Y'all need to humble yourself. Let me ask you this. Let's think about this for a minute. The woman is supposed to submit to a man. How is something that's supposed to submit the prize? I done killed all that noise. I know people argue who's the prize, who's not the prize. How is something that's supposed to submit the prize? How can you be the prize if it's your job to submit to the man? Y'all don't even think. That's why I tell y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. Y'all just be in here running y'all mouth on my platform, all on the internet, just talking. Y'all know what the hell y'all doing. Y'all know what the hell y'all talking about. You can't be the prize, but you got to submit to a man. You ignorant. You a fool. You just a fool. When are y'all going to wake up and start doing better for y'allself? When are y'all going to actually take your time and your money and invest in a man? Why don't y'all wake up with the mindset to say, instead of, this is how y'all do. Y'all wake up with me, I got to go do this. I got to go do that. I got to go do this. Everything is about yourself. You a selfish creature. Y'all some selfish creatures. This should be more about your man. Folks on the YouTube channel, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Do I got a whole bunch of haters in here? Why I don't have that many likes on the YouTube channel? Maybe I just need to close up the live for the rest of the night, since I can't get people to do something so simple as to hit the thumbs up button. Maybe I did enough talking. Maybe I just close up shop and just call it and then come back on Tuesday. Maybe I call it a weekend. I'll come back on Tuesday. Obviously, y'all not interested in this type of conversation for the night. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Do I need to just close up shop for the night? I think I just got a whole bunch of haters watching me tonight. They be getting played, then make it seem like it's all their idea. Yeah. A man will go into the eye of a needle for coochie. What are you talking about? Big Alexa. What are you talking about? A man will go to in the eye of a needle for some coochie. Huh? Y'all just be on here writing anything. What does that even mean? Say I'm lying. I don't know what you trying to say. Come up and say it. What you scared for? Exactly. She ain't gonna come up and say it. You weak. A lot of y'all are weak. Y'all not strong no more. I said that the other day. Y'all are not strong. Y'all don't have the strength of the women of old. The jokers can't cook. Jokers can't keep a house, can't clean up. And then since you out here, well, I work. So that's why this is the method behind my madness, for those of you to understand. Since they so busy working and they can't do everything that you need them to do at the house to submit, then you got to pay. You got to pay. Since you can't do what a traditional housewife would be able to do to keep the man, since you can't operate like the women from other countries overseas, you need to pay. Men, and don't get it twisted. It's not that they'll just pay for these jokers that are broke. If they went overseas or they try to find a man overseas, they would pay a whole bunch of money for him. Because they know damn well no man that's overseas is buying them a whole bunch of stuff and spoiling them and paying all this stuff. They will pay to try to get a husband or some type of man to be with them overseas. They will splurge on him. They will pay for tickets or whatever to go back and forth to see him. If they find a man that's overseas, don't get it twisted. They pay. They spend money on men. Don't get it twisted. They spend money. Yeah, they do. I just want a man to be my brain, take over me, rewrite me, scramble me up. What are you talking about? Come on up here. What are you talking about? You want a man to take over you, scramble you up. Shout out to $1 Million Spot. He said they don't want to go 50-50 with a working man, but will go 100-0 with a joker in jail. Facts. No, they despise 50-50. They'll say they rather be alone. I done heard a lot of these women say they rather be alone. Shout out to Original PBC. Thank you for the badge support. They rather be alone than go 50-50 with a man. They don't want to go 50-50. They see that as a sign of weakness. So I say, a man like me, I'm going to dominate and I'm going to pay all the bills, but you going to spend. I'm going to give you a list and you going to spend. You're going to pay. You're not going to have to worry about paying these bills. You're not going to have to worry about all, but you're going to pay for stuff for me. You're going to pamper me. I'm going to feel like the king in this joint. Do y'all hear me? I want y'all men to lift up y'all standard. I want y'all to start feeling like the king up in this joint. I want y'all to be kings up in this joint. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Scramble yourself up. And you a big woman too? Your name is Big Alexa. You a big old giant woman? And you talking about you want a man to scramble you up? What the hell does that even mean? You talking about doing something in the bedroom sexual? Big nasty joker. Why would you want a man that's... Anyway, let me get the focus off of her. No woman, listen. Stop calling yourself big or whatever. Even if I was a bigger woman, I wouldn't call myself big because I would be trying to lose weight so I could slim down. Let me get on that for 1 second. I want y'all to stop calling yourself big. Stop putting the term big in front of y'all name. That's not cute and it's not funny. Stop calling yourself big. I'd rather y'all call yourself sexy so-and-so or whatever than big. What the hell is wrong with you? So we fat shame. Aren't you fat? Are you fat? You shamed of your weight? You shamed of your weight? Why don't you be proud of it? Now that I'm calling it out, you shamed of your weight? Because you definitely ain't going to come up here. You shamed of your weight? Thank you, Maxine. She said it's not cute. No, it's not cute to call yourself big. Your nickname is Big Steph because there's a little Steph. Why don't you just call yourself Steph? There's no problem if you're going to call yourself little or a woman going to call herself little. But why are you calling yourself big? Just call yourself Steph. Thank you. Yes, Maxine. Big back ain't cute. It's not cute to have a big back. Y'all wear, and then y'all wear all this little tight stuff that you just stretched out. 5 to 10 sizes too small for you. And you real big, trying to squeeze into something because it's cute. Y'all buy stuff because y'all think it's cute. This ain't even my size, but it's so cute. I'm going to just buy it anyway and try to squeeze into it. No, you shouldn't be wearing that stuff. My mother taught me this when I was younger. When she would see a big, giant woman wearing something she wasn't supposed to be wearing, my mother would say this stuff. We'd be walking somewhere, we'd be in the store. She would be like, all that trendy stuff is not meant for everybody. The trendy stuff is meant for women that's small. It's not meant for no big old women. When I heard her talk like that, I said, my goodness, I would look at some of these big old jokers that she was talking about. And look at this big old joker squeezed up into this little tiny outfit. Stomach was about to pop through her, them little pants and stuff. She got one little tiny button holding on for dear life. And they would be getting the cheapest stuff, just like they do today. They ain't changed. You know what it was? I know I'm on it. Let me talk about this for 1 second. You know what it was back in the day? They would shop. Well, it has to do with spending money. They would shop at the swap marts and swap meets and all that. They used to do that back in the day. They've always bought cheap clothes. Now, instead of the swap mart and swap meet, now is Shein and Fashion Nova. AliExpress or whatever the hell it's called. They bought it. It's the same idea. Back in the day, it was the swap mart or the swap meet. Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I lie? Somebody said fast fashion trash. Facts. Did I lie? Y'all laughing, that means I didn't lie. Temu, yeah, exactly. All of that stuff. They buy a whole bunch of this cheap stuff, but don't get me wrong, they end up spending a whole bunch of money on a whole bunch of cheap stuff. How in the hell are you spending and they think they done got a deal? You went and spent $400 on a whole bunch of cheap $8.99, $9.99, $12.99 outfits. How in the hell do you spend $400 on a whole bunch of cheap outfits? No way, I like Shein. Of course you like it. A lot of y'all like that stuff from that place. Y'all not you. Your mamas didn't teach y'all nothing. That's why you don't want to spend good money on a good man, because y'all used to buying this cheap stuff from these places. Why don't you go to the name brand department store? Go get something that's quality. Find something that's going to last you. Get you a quality pair of pants, quality dress made of good material. Wearing this cheap stuff, this stuff be so thin, and y'all just want to wear it because they make it so tight on the body, on a cooter cat. Y'all buy this stuff, that's why. Y'all buy it because it's real tight. Y'all want it to look tight on your ass and tight on your cooter cat. Let's be real. Let's be real. It don't take much to create no little cheap, thin bodysuit that's like, or thin little, cheap little leggings that look like you ain't got no clothes on. Let's be real. We know where that comes from too, the 304 industry O's. We know that's what they wear. They wear the cheapest of clothes. They're not going to strut up and down the street with nothing expensive on. They wear the cheapest, skimpiest, thinnest stuff so that they can sell cooter cat. Woo! Come on, Guru. Y'all men hear me. That's why a lot of them don't want to spend no money on no man, because they want to buy that little cheap, thin stuff like the jokers that sell cooter cat wear. They want to buy the same outfits. Isn't that amazing? What kind of society and world do we live in where these women is trying to figure out where the 304s are shopping? Oh, where you shop at? Where you get that? outfit. Where you get that one piece, that, what do they call it? The suits that the babies wear that snap in between their legs. I forget whatever they call them. A onesie. It's for a baby. The hell are you doing wearing a onesie? Snap in between your legs and you want to wear that out. They wearing this stuff to the nightclubs and all this other stuff. And then have to take off. Why do you get the one where you have to take the whole thing off? Why not just get one that snap in between and take it off like you a baby and just put a diaper on while you at it, or a pull up? You want to be a baby so bad, why don't you just get you one that snap in between the legs and then you could wear a diaper or a pull up under that joint? That would be my solution. Pepper said, brand names do not define me. How I choose to put my outfit together does. Really? Brand names don't define you? What kind of car do you drive? Pepper Cats, what kind of car do you drive? You said brand names don't define you. I want to know, what kind of car do you drive? I also want to know, do you have an iPhone? What kind of car do you drive? And if brand names don't define you, what kind of car do you drive and do you have an iPhone? Come on, we ain't got all day to wait. Come on with it. Answer the question. That's my question to you. What kind of car do you drive and do you have an iPhone? Huh? Miss Maxine says, I'm on fire. Yeah, thank you, sister. I'm on fire tonight. I'm going in. This is an amazing and great topic. You can request up. The people that tried to request up earlier, for some reason, it wasn't pulling y'all up. If you want to request up and have this conversation, maybe you don't believe in spending money, a lot of money on a man. Now she don't want to answer the question. Now she can't talk. Now you can't talk. You drive a Toyota RAV4 2023. So you drive a newer car. Do you own an iPhone? She drives a new Toyota RAV4. Do you own an iPhone? Yeah, you own an iPhone. Okay, but this is the same woman that says brand names don't define her. Notice she don't have a cheap phone that she just got from Boost Mobile. She has an iPhone. But she's saying brand names don't define her. Y'all are goofy. What's the names of the books in the background? First of all, don't come in my live stream talking about anywho. Who in the hell do you think you are and who you think you talking to? You don't come in my joint and tell me anywho, like you trying to change the subject of what I'm talking about. I know you think you run him. That's the problem, especially with y'all BWs. Y'all think y'all run this. Y'all think y'all run me. Y'all think y'all run a man. We know. That's what my life is about. That's why you spend on these type of men. That's why you pay for all kind of expensive stuff for these type of men. Get the broke man a PS5. You get the broke man the nicest shoes, but you won't do nothing for a man that actually has something going for himself. Guru, you're the new age Muslim. First of all, it's YOU''RE. It's not YOUR. You don't know how to write correctly. Okay. You need to get a better grasp on the English language, then come back and talk to me. Exactly. Islam is timeless. Exactly. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. She's just running her mouth like a lot of them do because they don't want me getting on. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to keep getting on to be the. I'm going to keep on getting on y'all because this is a lot of the stuff that y'all do. Some of my clothes come from the grocery store clothing section. Really. Lady, didn't you hear me saying I've said that y'all buy the cheapest clothes. Y'all will buy clothes from wherever. Y'all been doing that. Y'all used to buy clothes from the swap meet in the swap mart. Y'all been buying cheap clothes. And that's why I said that's why y'all want to spend cheap and a little bit of money and be cheap with a man. Because y'all used to buying cheap stuff, cheap clothes for yourself. But when you trying to get a gift, you want the expensive stuff. And that's the comparison I did when it's time to get drinks. Y'all will drink the cheapest liquor at the house when it's time to turn up, the most off-brand liquor. But when you get out to the club, when the man, it's time for him to buy you some, you want him to get you top shelf. Didn't you hear me say, I'm speaking facts. Know what the hell I'm talking about. Of course y'all will buy clothes from Walmart. Y'all will buy clothes from wherever. If it look cute to y'all, you gonna buy it. Y'all don't care about the quality of the clothes. Goofy jokers. Guru deserves more respect for what he's doing. He's doing it for you and he's not getting earthly benefits for it. Yes, thank you so much for saying that. That's how children are. Y'all realize that? I observe children do that. You give children money once they start understanding how much things cost. That's what they want to do. If they have to spend money or buy something for somebody with their money, they want the person, or even if they have to spend on themselves, they'll buy the cheapest stuff. But when it's time for them to get stuff, they want the more expensive stuff as a gift. That's what children do. Y'all are like children. Y'all are like children, the women today. You don't care what anyone says. You love my energy. Well, thank you. I'm glad you love my energy. You love melanated women and going 50-50. Brother, I'm going to tell you something. Most of these women are not going to go 50-50. They consider that an insult. Even though they say that, they just be running their mouth. Most of the time, they don't want to go 50-50. They don't have no respect for no man they got to go 50-50 with. But I'm going to tell you what, they're going to respect me. Because if I'm paying all these bills in the house, they're going to pay. They're going to buy me gifts. They're going to treat me like a king. They're going to come in the house, not only be quiet, be loving, sweet, and all that stuff, but you're going to buy. I want you to bring a gift. Show some hospitality. I want y'all men to lift up y'all standards like this, especially if you're a man of means. Start having expectations. Tell these women. Tell them they got to spend on you when they come over to see you or whatever, when they go to meet you. Tell them you have higher expectations for them to buy you, and not nothing cheap. If they're going to buy you a meal or whatever, if it's your wife or whatever, no cheap McDonald's type meals or whatever, no Burger King, no Taco Bell. Have her take you out to a nice steakhouse, a nice restaurant, sometimes with some ambiance. What's a good gift? Buy the man a real nice, expensive watch. Buy him some expensive shoes that you know he like. Figure out what his style is and buy him some expensive shoes. Get him some expensive, good smelling cologne. Not the toilet, the parfum. Get the parfum. Get that one. The one that's strong, that stays on you all the time, all day and all night. That stuff will cost $150 plus. Give him $150, $200 bottle of cologne. I didn't say you have to buy him no Rolex, but if you got that kind of money, you got Rolex money, then hell, buy him a Rolex. Buy him a Rolex. If he into gaming or whatever, get him if he want a PS5, give him a PS5, $500. I bought a $2,500 backpack after a week. He became my husband. Wow. Y'all hear that? This woman says she bought her husband, before he was her husband, a $2,500 backpack. A $2,500 backpack, a Cuban link. Yeah, spend some money. I'm giving y'all some ideas of what kind of stuff you should be spending on a man. I like sunglasses. You know, these right here, they turn into sunglasses. All of my glasses, they turn into, they're not cheap. Transition lenses. They also have blue light protection and UV and all that other stuff. I get all that stuff in my lenses. They're not cheap. If the men like sunglasses and stuff like that, buy them a nice expensive pair of sunglasses. Get him something, you know, Tom Ford or whatever. Get him something real nice and name brand, something that he will love. Y'all got the money. Somebody said a MacBook. Yeah, if he likes that type of stuff. Some men don't be liking computers and laptops and all that like that. You got to figure out what he likes. You got to figure out how he dresses, what he likes to do. Shawty bought me $20,000 in jewelry. She showed out. Good. Hopefully it was her actual money. Hopefully it was her money. You got to listen. They got to feel like they investing in you. That's going to make them, I'm telling y'all brothers, it's more than likely they're going to act right if they're investing in you. You want them to invest in you. Look at what Lisa said. I bought my husband season tickets to his team, his favorite team. That's what we're talking about. There's another thing that you can do. Get the man some season tickets. Favorite sports team. Season tickets. That's an excellent gift. That's going to cost some money too. That's not cheap. You don't have to do that once a year. You only have to do that once a year. But you should be saving up to get your man stuff like this instead of buying all of this cheap stuff, these clothes and stuff. You worried about yourself. The man is going to return it tenfold. If he a good man, he going to invest back in you in return and treat you better. Do you want him to treat you good? Do you want him to invest back into you? You got him 2 places in your name. You got your man 2 places, like 2 properties. Why didn't you put them in his name? Yeah, we talked about the cologne, brother. You got to buy him get him his favorite cologne. You bought him 2. You got 2 properties in your name. That don't even make sense. Why wouldn't you put them in his name? If the properties are for him, why would you keep them in your name? Look, there's somebody in here that said they like nice suits. If the man is into dressing nice and dressing up and wearing suits, take him to a nice suit shop. Go spend $1,000 on a suit for him. Go spend $1,000 on a suit, complete suit for the man. Yeah, I said $1,000. I said $1,000. Go spend $1,000 and see how that man. First of all, there's nothing. I'm gonna tell you something. There's nothing like a man that goes to the tailor and sits in that puts on the suit, and the tailor is pinning up the suit to take it in and telling them how good it looks on them and straighten it out and all of this stuff that they do. It makes a man feel real good. I'm gonna tell you right now. Man feels real good. And all they doing is telling how good it looks on you. That's a good color on you. And how they gonna take it and it's gonna look even better. And then the woman, you should be in the back of him just smiling, looking happy, and tell him, yeah, baby, I'm gonna buy this suit for you. You look so good in it and stuff, boosting up the man's confidence, making him feel good about himself. Y'all don't know how to do stuff like this anymore in this day and time. Let's go, folks. If you haven't done it yet, especially if you're on the IG channel, I still need, I'm not even halfway to my badge goal. Hit the little heart button in the box. If this content is helping you tonight and you like this type of content, you support it and appreciate it, support the platform so that I can continue to bring you more content. I'm not going to be back streaming for a few days until Tuesday. I'm not going to be back streaming until Tuesday. Support this content tonight so that we can keep it going. Yes, definitely a custom suit. If he likes that, you got to figure, y'all don't study y'all men. That's the problem. You got to study your man and see what he likes. Study his movement. Study the things that he talks about. Listen intently to what he says. Take notes. You should have a whole file on your man. LaShonda, you did all this and got nothing in return. Come on up, LaShonda. I want to know what you did. Miss Bella, shout out to Miss Bella for the Cash App. Thank you so much, Bella. Thank you, Bella, for the Cash App. LaShonda, look, folks, LaShonda's in the comments, a woman. She's scared to come up and speak with me, but here's what she said. She said that she did all this and got nothing in return, but don't want to come up here. You afraid. You weak. You scared. You afraid. Because I bet you did it. You talking about you did all this for a man. You don't want me to question and try to figure out what kind of man he was. That's the thing. You don't want me to question and figure out what kind of man he was. Let's be real. A lot of these women tell me stuff like that. They tell me, Guru, I did all of this and the man still left me. Guru, I did. Come on up and then let's examine what kind of man he was. Because I can tell you right now, exactly, it's accountability. The women of old would have easily been able. That's why they don't take these men around older women that have wisdom. That's why they don't put them around their fathers and good men in their life. Because they don't want that accountability. They don't want to face the man. They don't want to face a woman that would tell them. They already know what a woman of wisdom would tell them. Why in the hell are you investing in that kind of a man? Good evening.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Were you the woman that said you bought a man 2 properties?
Yeah. Well, I had 2 places in my name for him because he couldn't have a place in his name, I guess.
What do you mean he couldn't have a place in his name? Why couldn't he have a property in his name?
I think he had like personal stuff, going on, like taxes and all that kind of stuff.
What do you mean taxes? He owed the federal government a bunch of money?
Yeah. That's what he told me. But he was basically like he couldn't have anything in his name. So I got him.
You don't think that's a red flag?
Yeah.
So why did you still buy him property?
I don't know.
You just said, wait, hold on one second. You just said that you think that's a red flag, but you still got it anyway. You still did it anyway.
I think I believed him at the time because he was in my life for 2 years. So I just think I just met him and I don't know. I just think I believed him at the time, so.
What made him so believable? Was he good in bed?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's all he had. Yeah.
Works
Yeah.
every time.
Well, they say the brokest men are the best in bed.
Is that true? Could you confirm that?
So far, yeah.
Wow.
Because I mean, the first time I was with him, I was living in a different state, and I flew to meet him, and we whatever had that relations. I was like, what? Like that was the best I've ever had.
You
So
couldn't believe
yeah,
it, how great it was.
I could not believe it,
Wow.
honestly.
And he didn't have a dime to his name?
He was homeless when I met him.
Wait, you flew to a different state. Did you guys get a room or how did that work?
Hotel room, yeah. Yeah, I mean, now he's only been out of my life for a week now, so it's super fresh. So,
Why is
but
he
now
out of
it's
your
like
life now?
I hope he's not watching this. I finally just woke up and found out, like, before I would just not, because we were basically like friends with benefits, right? And because he said he was too traumatized by his babe mama to want a relationship, or he wasn't good for anybody, all that kind of stuff. So
Wait, how long did
I
this go on? Friends with
2
benefits.
years. 2
Oh,
years.
2 years. Okay, so friends with benefits. And so why did you break it off?
Because I finally reached out to some of the women, like he has a baby. He has 12 children, I just found out. Um
Folks, my timer just ran out for the Instagram. I'll have to bring them back. Mm, mm, mm. This is wild. This is completely wild. My God. This is wild. Hmm. All right, let me bring them back up. No, she's not a young one. See, and that's the thing, Miss Maxine. A lot of y'all think that it's only these young women making these type of decisions, and it's not just young women. It's not just young girls and young women who are doing this stuff. It's not. Please request back up. There she is, Tracy. Okay. Let me try to add her. There she goes. After an hour, the stream ends on the Instagram. Folks, I
yeah.
need you guys, speaking of that, I need you guys to, on Instagram, hit the little heart button in the box and support the content. We didn't even get to our halfway mark, but I want to have a conversation with this woman. So I'm curious. Now I'm really curious. This man ended up, you found out later, I'm assuming after you guys had been friends with benefits for a while, that he had all these children.
I knew he had 6 children. I found out a year ago that he had a baby. Like when I first met him, when I flew to Arizona, well, when I flew to meet him, his car was all messed up, and he's like, "Oh, my baby mama like messed up my car." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "For no reason." I didn't know. Oh, he said my ex girlfriend. I didn't know that she was 9 months pregnant at the time, and caught him in a hotel room with a woman, or I would have never flew to Arizona to meet this guy.
Wait, wait,
Right?
wait, wait, wait. His ex was 9 months pregnant
when I met him.
and she showed up to the hotel?
Right. Well, I guess he was with some other woman before he met me.
Oh, he was at the hotel with another
was cheating
woman.
on her. And so she keyed his car. And
he was cheating on her with another woman.
Yeah.
You know, hold on 1 second. I was listening to a guy the other day. He said that he works in and out of the prison system. And he said that this guy, he's 6'5", that's locked up. Real good looking guy. He has 14 children by 15 women, something like that. Mm-hmm. Or 15 children by 14 women, something like that. So the crazy thing is when I hear this type of stuff, I'm like, y'all, there's no way that y'all be thinking that these men have 0 children and they're just a diamond in the rough. You happen to find a homeless man that was a diamond in the rough and he just swept you off your feet and you can't believe no other woman, not even in his own state, wanted him.
Well, I mean, if you see, I was married I was with someone for 29 years.
Okay.
So
you were looking for what? Let's be real.
So I was like getting divorced and
you hadn't had none in a while.
3 years. Yeah.
So you were in a drought.
And he's extremely good looking, like just the best looking man. I always told him he's the best looking man I've ever seen.
How did you meet him?
Instagram. Has a lot of followers, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he, you know, I just made a comment on his picture. And of course he's like, hey, sexy. Hey, beautiful.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
Me? I'm 5'6".
What do you weigh right now?
Like 140.
Okay. So he said, hey, sexy, hey, beautiful, off of you commenting on one of his pictures. And then you guys just started chatting or what?
I mean, within probably 2 days, he said, come to Arizona. So I booked a flight and I mean, and this is not me at all, you know.
But why do you think you booked a flight within 2 days? So fast.
He just he love bombed me like right away. Like he was just, you know, I mean, obviously I needed like validation because he was just like, you're so sexy, you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, why not? I mean, you know, like I don't know. He seemed nice. He seemed like genuine. Like he was extremely good looking. So I was very like attracted to him. And so we had a good time. Like we had a, you know, it was a great time. But
and did you know he was homeless?
Well, I got in his car and all his clothes and shoes were in there. And I was like, what?
He picked you up from the airport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, my whole nervous system, because I have a master's in psychology. I should know this stuff, right? I got in his car. My whole nervous system was like, no. Yeah. So
how did it go down? So after you were like, no, tell me more. I'm intrigued.
Well, you know, I mean, once we like were in that way, I was like,
no, I'm saying like while you're in the car, you're saying no. Is he like talking you out of it or what's going on? What is he doing?
I mean, I wasn't saying anything, but I was like, there's no way. I mean, I didn't.
Oh, you're just saying it in your mind. Okay.
In my head, I'm going, what is going on? Like, this are red flags everywhere. Like, you know, and we went to dinner, we had a good time. And
so he ended up just kind of displaying like all of this, you know, manliness and sweetness and all of this stuff and really putting the game on you strong while you guys are at dinner or what?
He basically, once I go back to the hotel, like made me feel like the sexiest woman in the world. Like literally, and that's what I needed at the time. So literally, like I went home going, oh my gosh, like this man is like amazing. You know,
so wait, how was he making you feel like the sexiest woman in the world?
Well, at the hotel. I mean, just
no, not at the hotel. I mean, before you guys got to the hotel. What I'm curious is what made you say, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and book a hotel room for us. How did you
Well,
get to
he
that
did.
point?
He paid for all the hotel.
Oh, he paid
You
for
know,
the hotel.
he paid
Okay.
for all of it. I paid for my flight. But we went to dinner. I told him I would pay for dinner because since he paid for the hotel, and just the whole time we were together, like just just like giving me a lot of affection and telling me how attractive he was to me and how good I looked and just love bombing like and I hadn't been used to that, so I was just like wow. But
So
that's just
your
his game.
ex-husband was not romantic or anything at all?
Stop the cap.
He was. I mean, we were together for 29 years, so we had a lot of issues towards the end, and I hadn't been intimate with him for 3 years, so I didn't even know what to expect with this guy because it was like we're gonna have relations. Like I didn't even know. Like honestly.
It
And that
had
was
been so
like,
long. You just did you still know what to do in the bedroom?
oh yeah. I mean, I'm not,
Okay.
of course, but I didn't. He just took control. So I was
So you
like,
guys got
just
back to the room and he just took over from there?
he just literally like just totally just was like. I mean, I can't even explain it. I can't even explain
Just
it.
blew your mind. He just blew
Just
your mind.
completely blew my mind. I was like, didn't even know what to think. So when he
Wow.
went home, I was like,
So like
but I still
literally
told
like
him 2 days later. I still told him, I'm like, it's not going to work out.
wait. Hold on a minute.
Uh-huh.
How long were you there when you went down there?
I just the weekend, like
Oh, just
2
the
nights or
weekend.
something.
How many
Yeah.
how many times do you think you guys are intimate in that weekend?
Probably like 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's why he blew your mind. You had went from a drought for 3 years, and then you got intimate 4 or 5 times in a weekend. Wow.
Yeah. I could still clearly remember that weekend. Like, and every time we've been together since, unless it's been the same, like it's been mind blowing. So that was a huge draw for me. But then finally, after the last couple of weeks, I was like, I need to find out who this man really is. And I found out all these women he's been with and all these women that have called him monster and
Wait.
just all this stuff.
Wait. Why did it take you till 2 years later to start investigating him? Why do you think so?
Because the last few months, it went from me seeing him every few weeks to like maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks. And I was like, and he would still never admit that he was seeing anyone or he was dating.
So
Was
you went from seeing him once a week to once a
like
month?
every 2 weeks to like every 3 weeks to like once a month to.
Oh, so if because the frequency died, then you were like, something's going on.
Well, and I just moved literally like on the same street as him. So you would think.
Oh, you moved to the same state?
I'm in Arizona now. Yeah.
Wow, you moved. Did you move down there for him? Wow.
Which ended up, everything's great. My kids are here and I have a good job. And it was needed because California is really expensive to live after a divorce, whatever. But so it just kind of I just was like, I'm sick of like just having like him breadcrumbing me. And I wasn't able to move past him, even though I knew we were friends with benefits. I wasn't able to move past him because of our relations in that way. So I was like, I just really need to find out who this man really, really is, And then I found out and I was like, so I kicked him out of the apartment.
Oh, you guys were living together at the time?
No. I got him an apartment in my name 2 times.
Oh.
But I found out both apartments that basically he's just been having women in and out, in and out, in and out.
He's just been screwing all these women in the apartment.
Yeah, exactly. I really hope he's not. I mean, he's blocked. I'm blocked. So I hope he's not like listening because
Wow,
he's threatened me. He's threatened me already. So, so it's a big risk I'm on here right now. But
I think you're good. I think you're fine. I mean, I think he probably would have showed up already, right? He probably would have requested to talk to me if he would have heard you.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to jeopardize your safety. I don't want to jeoapprdize your safety either. But
yeah,
we don't know his name, So the things we don't know who he
of
is.
course.
So I mean,
exactly.
and I don't want you to say his name. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm just asking you, you know, just for the story purposes. You as a woman, you're how old again? I'm sorry.
I'm 55.
55. You have a master's in psychology, and you were still love bombed and bamboozled by a man. Was he black guy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like half black, yeah. But he's black. Yeah.
What did you comment on his picture 2 years ago? What did you say?
I said you're the best looking man I've ever seen.
Wow.
And he's like, thank you. I'm like, I'm sure you've heard that first. Like, yeah, yes, I have heard that before.
Were you doing that with the intention of hoping that he would talk to you?
Of course, but I didn't even think that would happen, you know. And then when he started like messaging me, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so special, you know. But I was one of many, you know. Like his DMs, I'm sure, always full of women, you know.
Does that make you feel some kind of way? Or are you content with knowing like, hey, it was a good time for 2 years, you know?
I'm financially ruined by him, and
how so? How so?
I paid to start his business. I started his whole business, created it.
How much?
Paid for it.
Do you think?
Well, besides his business, I'd given him money in the last 2 years.
How much you think you invested in him in the last 2 years?
Gosh, I would say 20,000, but just recently that I kicked him out of the apartment. So I got like basically he was already getting evicted because he'd been having women coming in and out. His baby mom was coming, the cops were called. So they were going to charge me $7,000 for that because it was in my name. I moved out of my apartment because he knew where I lived. So they just sent me a bill for $7,500. So, you know, it's just like, I'll be okay eventually, you know, but just right now I'm like, this just happened a couple of days ago.
You know what's crazy is I believe there are some men right now watching this stream that are interested in you. Because I have a lot of black men that actually follow me. How does that make you feel knowing that there's some guys like that are interested? Because I've seen some comments already that are interested in you. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm not saying I don't have other men that want me. Okay. I just wanted him, you know. I wanted him.
You just wanted him because he just looked so good.
Well, I felt we had a really good friendship, but you know, once I stopped doing for him, there was no friendship. You know, once I went and betrayed him, he said there was nothing, and now he feels like I'm the worst person. But I feel like I'm a really good person, and I'm a giver, and I deserve someone that wants me. So I'm open to it. That's for sure. It's just I have to heal a little bit, you know, from him, you know. But
you're open to another relationship.
This was a situationship, right? I mean, this wasn't even a relationship. So I'm open to someone that actually wants a relationship with me. It's just has to be both ways because I'm a giver. Like I'll do anything for the person I'm with. It's just I want someone that's going to give in return, you know, which is not too much to ask.
Did you have any friends that told you like anything about this man? Like said, "Hey, red flag, leave him alone."
Every person in my life, my kids, my best friends, my sister, every single person in my life was.
But the love bombing and the intimacy was just too strong.
It was too strong. And if I didn't do what I did last week and just basically went haywire on him and say you're a liar on every sense of the word, I found out every sense of the word, he'd still be in my life. So
how was you're talking about now gaining a relationship with a new man eventually once you heal from this? How's the new man going to compete? You had this guy who was just love bombing you, who was the best sex you've ever had in your life, right? Just really did look. I can see you just look how you just looked right now. That look, I saw it. I saw it. That
Yeah.
look right there, it was just like, yes, you just was fantasizing and daydreaming about it again. So how is another man going to be able to come in and replace that? That's
I
tough shoes to fill.
I feel like that's not the most important thing though. Now that I've
Are
experienced
you
that,
serious?
I'm dead serious.
So listen, I've talked to a lot of women, thousands, and they've said that they cannot settle for bad sex. They can't do it.
Yeah, that does suck. Yeah. But
They
I
said they'd
think
rather be by themselves than be with a man, even if he's a good man and he's bad in the bedroom.
I think it's more
Would
like,
you agree with that?
yeah. But I think like even the last few times we were together, it just wasn't as good because he's 50. He's gonna be 57. He's not a young man. So
So
like things.
his stamina is still really good though.
No, well, lately hasn't been because he's
Oh,
probably has too many women.
oh
So
wow.
I told him last week, I'm like, you're not. I don't know what's up, but you're, like, it's
He
not
was
really good anymore.
underperforming as of late.
He
When's
was
the last time you guys were intimate? A week ago,
2 weeks ago,
and it was
and it
just
was
not
it
up
was
to par.
underperforming. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I think it was more like, yes, it was good, but it was him. So, and I was very attracted to him. I feel like I really loved him. That it made it like better than it was,
You feel like you were in love with him.
I feel like I had a lot of love for him. I don't think I was in love with him, but I had a lot of love for him.
Mm.
I wouldn't let myself fall too hard because I know I was getting hurt the whole time. So
I mean, did he ever tell you what he liked about your body yet? That like some, do you have a curvy shape? I mean, you're 540 pounds. Are you curvy?
very curvy. Like he said he loved my body.
Wow.
He said I was beautiful, sexy, but then last week he said I was someone he wouldn't even like hold my hand and walk down the street, be embarrassed to be with me. So, like he's just a person that when he discards you, he talks really bad about you, which
So
I've
do
heard
you
him
feel
talk
like he's
about.
fully discarded you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I'll never talk to him again, ever,
Mm.
ever in my life. He's the worst thing that's happened to me.
$20,000. That's a lot of money. It's probably more than that if you actually go back and add it all
Oh my
up.
gosh, it's probably 30. But yeah, like I went today like to talk to my realtor about buying a house. I'm like, I could have had that money for a down payment, but I'll be fine eventually. I'll be fine eventually. Just right now it's really raw, but I just really felt like because I started following you and I was like tonight I was like, I really need to like I was scared to, but I really felt like I needed to come on and talk about it.
No, you're doing a really good thing. You're doing a really good thing. This is something that so many people can learn from, especially a lot of women. But not
Yeah.
only women, but you know, a lot of men we learn from listening to these stories too. We learn the type of things that we say, well, why do women do this? Why do y'all make these decisions? Why do y'all accept these type of men when they're homeless or they don't have they're broke? Do y'all hear that, men? If you know how to throw some good, that goes a long way. Why you keep showing your chest?
I'm putting the light down because I'm so bright. I didn't mean to. I turned the light down because it was so bright on my face. I was like, oh, gross.
Um, but we have a better idea from hearing these stories of why do y'all get, but a man that has some good bedroom game and some good talk game, he don't have to have money.
Nope.
Even the man was even able to penetrate the mind of a woman that has a master's in psychology.
I've written papers on narcissism, sociopaths, and he's definitely one of those. And it's crazy because I knew it the whole time in my head. I was like, this is never going to work out. Never going to work out. But maybe at the time At some point, he was what I needed because he made me feel a certain way, which I think he gave me a false sense of confidence, because that's just what he does, just, hey, sexy, you're so beautiful, blah, blah,
So you
but
were in love with the idea of him, not
mhm.
really what you really knew about him was that this was not real. It's something that all the red flags are there, but you were in love with the idea of what it could be, like the fantasy of it.
And I think I just thought the more I would do for him, the more he would think like, what a great person I am. And he always told me I was his best friend. And so that's how I kind of hung on, you know. I ran his business. It was easy for me. I started a clothing line for him. It was so easy for me. It was just, I enjoyed
Wow,
doing it.
you look, y'all hear this?
Yeah.
I've been missing out because you know what? I listen. No, I wouldn't give up my morals and things of that nature, right? But I'm just saying, if I wasn't the man I was, I know how to talk to women. I know how to sweet talk them. I know how to put it down in bed. I know how to do all that. I could have had all kind of businesses. She ran the man's business.
It
With the type of
started.
man that I am, I can't get most of these women to do. They be so late, especially these jokers. They're lazy. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to buy nothing. They don't want to be
Watches,
submissive.
chains, money, everything for this man. Like,
And all I have to do, if I gave up my morals and just started behaving like this, I can get businesses, clothing lines, apartments, thousands
mhm.
and thousands and thousands of dollars. I can be homeless. You know what? The interesting thing is, I had a man come on my show one time and he told me the same thing. He said, Guru, he said, I had the most intercourse in my life when I was living out of my car.
Mm.
He said that there were so many women. And are you a psychologist?
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay. You just have a master's in psychology, though. Okay.
I was going to go back for my PhD, but I feel like I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Master's in psychology. And the brother told me this, and he said being homeless got him more women than any time in his life. Than when he had good jobs and when he had his own place, good, great place and all this stuff. And I believe him. I believe him. I
Because
believe
women
him.
like have good hearts and
You guys
like
feel sorry for men, especially if
we're
they're down
natural
on their
helpers.
luck.
And yeah, I am like, I've always been someone that like is a over giver, and I don't even know how to receive. I give, but I don't know how to receive. I don't even like, I don't feel comfortable receiving. It's bizarre. Um,
You know how to
so it
receive.
makes,
You was receiving all that good intercourse for 2 years.
yeah, basically, yeah. That was his hit. That was his gift back to me. He knew that. He knew that. Come on, yeah.
Mm,
Mhm.
okay. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming up and sharing that. How do
You're
you feel
welcome.
now after all this? You feel like a fool?
Yeah, I feel like a fool. I've been like up and down, like sad, happy, like he's out of my life, and then it's like it's called a trauma bond. That I've been with him for 2 years and just in his life and every aspect of it with his children and all that. Um, so it's hard, and we've talked every day for 2 years, every single day. There's not a day that went by we didn't talk. So it's hard, but I know this is the best thing for me. So
Mm.
eventually I'll be okay.
All
Okay.
right. Have a good night. I appreciate you.
Okay. You too.
All
Bye.
right. Folks, my God. I'm still about 5 people. Can I get 5 more people to hit the heart button in the box and support the content with badges over here? Or you can hit the Cash App and also get 5 more people, or I don't even care if it's 3 or 5 more people over on the YouTube channel to super chat and support this content. Where else are you going to hear stories like this? Where else are you going to hear content like this? Where else? If you missed any of this, you definitely need to go back and watch it on the YouTube channel. Just click on the live stream tab. Where else are you going to get content like this? This is wild. This is wild. 55 years old. 55 years old. Yes. I don't think he meant to come up here. Let me take him down. 55 years old. 29 years of marriage. And listen, I've experienced that a lot too. A lot of men that have experience with women, when they've been married for a long time, they're getting out of especially a sexless marriage, they be ready to go. If you talk to them just a little bit, tell them they look good and they sexy and you want to do this and that to them, and they be ready. They be ready. Some of these women I had, they was ready to rip my clothes off. I'm telling you the truth. Shout out to Uncle Clap. Oh, I got Uncle Clap in the building watching the stream. Thank you, my brother. Let's go. Let's get 4 more people. I don't care if you hit the Cash App, Super Chat, my badger. Shout out to Uncle Clap. Brother, I hope you listen to that story. Hope you listen to that story. Actually, Uncle Clap, I gotta be careful with you and that woman. She looking for a black man. I don't know if he's single still, but she's looking for a black man. Shout out to Ray. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you. Thank you for the badge support.
Hi, y'all. Hi.
Hello. Haven't I talked to you before?
But I never could get you in light because every time I talked to you, I think I was like leaving somewhere. And it was like I never can see you because I didn't even think you was going to answer.
Can you talk in your normal voice?
Oh, you think I don't talk like this? Me and all my sisters really talk like this. Anybody on here that knows me knows I talk like this.
Who knows you? You saying anybody on here that knows you?
I do music.
You do
Some
music.
people know me.
You do music.
Mm-hmm.
You think you look so good? Where's your man at on this Friday night?
My man?
Yeah.
Do you think I have a man? Ask me.
If you think you look so
How
good,
do you think I have a man? I'm
exactly. If you think if you're gonna get in the camera and show yourself off, if you think you look so good on a Friday night, you should have a man. You should have a man. If you think you look so good on this Friday night, you should have a man laid up next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he?
Are you single?
Where's your man at?
Are you single?
I'm not interested. You look like you weigh over 150 pounds.
What do you mean? You saying I'm overweight? He called me overweight? Somebody's on there like, I'm overweight? I can show my body. My body is very beautiful. Look, I have a flat stomach, I have a fat. My ass is big, but very flat.
Stand on the scale.
And I am over I'm 5'4" and I'm 175.
Yeah, you're too big.
How am I too big? I'm not too big. Look how am I too big?
Well, if you was all that in a bag of chips, where's your man at?
I'm not on here for a man. I came on here because I seen your page. I seen you was talking to people.
Exactly. You don't have a man. You don't have one.
I have a man. That's not what I'm
You can't get one. Look, y'all, they are like children. This is the best they have. This is all they do. Listen, I know what it is. Listen. Shh. I know the psychology behind it. Let me tell you the psychology.
No, seriously, you have gloss lips on. You have this fake Steve Urkel thing going on. This wag. And first of all, you don't know my background. I'm an entrepreneur. If you look at my page, I'm an entrepreneur. I didn't come on here for that. I seen you bashing people and stuff like that. And I seen your page, and I have people that's influencers. That's why I came over here the first time to ask you what this page is about. I'm not on here for a man. That's never what I came on here. You was talking about Kamala. You talk about other topics. I never came on here for a man. So that's where you messed up. Yeah,
I wonder what smelled worse.
I wonder what smelled worse.
I wonder what smelled worse, your cooter cat or your breath.
Let me see your house.
I wonder if your cooter cat smells worse or your breath.
You got the right one today. It's Alexa Lorraine Cooper, baby. Let us see your house.
Get the hell up off of here. Some ignorant ass jokers. I'll take that. I'll take Tracy, the Caucasian woman, any day over her. I'll take that Caucasian woman any day. At least she'd be peaceful and she'd buy you a whole bunch of stuff, give me apartments and pay for my business. I'll take her any day. Yes, her voice definitely. Exactly. Look at the. Y'all don't represent yourself. Well, shout out to Brother Sean. I'm still missing, I think, 2 more people. Hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm still missing 2 more contributors. Let's go, folks. You know, it's sad that y'all, let me break that down real quick. The reason why, I know why y'all do that. The reason why y'all get on camera and want to be seen and shake your ass and twerk and do all that type of stuff. The reason why y'all do stuff like that is because y'all know y'all cannot compete with the other women, the other races of women based off of regular attributes. When it comes to femininity, when it comes to hair, when it comes to looks, when it comes to your behavior, you cannot compete. So therefore, y'all have to show your ass. That's the only way that y'all have. Hey, look at me. Hey. Y'all have to do it. That's the only way that y'all can compete. Shout out to Brother Sean for the Venmo. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Uncle Clap again. Thank you, brother. That's the only way y'all can compete. Y'all can't compete any other way. Shout out to Brother Turner. I think we only need 1 more contributor. Thank you, Brother Turner, again for another super chat over on the YouTube channel.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to put some mousse in my hair.
I'm not going to wait a minute for your ass. You either going to come and do what I say do, or you going to be gone.
Dang, daddy.
Daddy, I'm not your daddy.
You sure ain't. My daddy's a good man. He don't be bashing on women. Hold on.
The hell up off of here. They think I'm playing on this joint. Shout out to Reed. Thank you, Reed Pink. She said, cook, guru. Shout out to Miss Maxine. Thank you again also for the super chats over here. They think they run this. They think they in control. See, that's why I need y'all men, especially men of color. Y'all cannot behave. Y'all cannot do the things that y'all been doing and letting these women get by. Don't let them threaten you and tell you you ain't gonna have no place to stay, nigga, unless you vote for Kamala Harris and all that other shit. Tell them to hell with y'all. And don't go back. Look, you see the Caucasian woman that was up here? She will bring you peace. She will support and invest in your businesses. Do y'all see why a lot of men of means, black men, go and try to find them a Caucasian woman? Do y'all see that? We got these damn jokers coming up here. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to put some mousse in my hair. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Oh, she gonna find her another, she's gonna find her another. This is white worship. Well, then leave, Clarity. Nobody asked you to come in here and stay. She's gonna find her another black man quick. There's probably a black man already that hit her up in the DMs that wants that woman. I'm telling you, there's probably already a black man. Spider said he's looking for him a Caucasian woman now. Shout out to brother Adrian. Thank you, my brother. Brother, I'm gonna get with you really soon. I've been getting this. If you're listening, I've been getting the thing that we talked about. I've been getting it in order. I've been handling things on the back end. So I'm going to get with you really, really soon. Really, really soon. Hopefully some great things come about that. He knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to brother Adrian for the PayPal. Thank you so much. Denise, you mad? We know definitely you don't have. Hey man, wow, Uncle Clap said he's jumping over to be with a Caucasian woman himself. When am I dropping the classes? I hope to do it in the next 30 to 40 days. That's the plan, 30 to 40 days, really soon. No, why don't you come up and be a woman and stop being a child? I lent my husband a ton, helped him with his business, ran a great home. He had affairs and blew it. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. Look, Miss Jones, she said she lent all her husband all this money and he blew it. I hate that. Listen to the men. If you get you a woman and she willing to spend on you, and she invests in you, and she taking care of you in that way, hold on to her. There's not a whole lot of these women out here that are, and if she's peaceful, I got to add that. If she's peaceful, she have to be peaceful. If she's peaceful also, hold on to her. Leave these other lying, cheap, manipulative, big back jokers alone. Shout out to my brother Adrian again. Thank you, my brother, over here on the YouTube channel. Yes, sir. Big things coming. Yes, sir. Bread and butter. Oh, we're going to get it. Don't worry, brother. We're going to get it. She was peaceful and devoted. Y'all see, and they love to say that only black women watch me. No, they don't. I have a lot of women that are not black that watch me. I have a lot of women that are Hispanic, Caucasian, even some Asian women watch me. Not a lot of Asian, but Caucasian, Hispanic, definitely, that watch my stream, that watch my content, that like my content. And they be silent a lot of time because they just agree. They agree with what I'm saying. Spider, don't say that. He said BW is the worst things created. Don't say that, brother. We want some of them to change and get help. We know that most of them are not going to change, but we want some of them to change and get help so that they would be better women. That's my goal, is to help a lot of them or some of them be better, be more honorable, be decent. Denise, you're going to be gone. Keep running your mouth in here. You're going to be gone just like that other woman that came in here. You know, I blocked her ass off of my Facebook. That's what she did. I blocked her ass off of Facebook and she came over here. She's a stalker. I blocked her off of Facebook. I just remembered that. She was on my Facebook channel running her mouth. And now she didn't follow me and stalk me over here. And I think she was on my YouTube channel also. Y'all some stalking ass women. Of course, Tracy. Thank you so much. Don't blow me no kisses now. I told you, the only thing with you, Tracy, it's going to be hard for a man to come behind that. It's going to be really hard for a man to follow that act. You had a man that was tearing you up in the bedroom and love bombing you all at the same time. And you were in love with this man. It's going to take you a while. It's going to take you a while. Hush, Bella. Hush. It's going to take you a while. Ashley said, women should be willing to invest in the relationship as needed. Time, effort, money, whatever it is. Yes, of course. But where y'all fall short is the money department. Y'all fall short in the money department. That's what the topic was tonight. Y'all spend, and spend some more on everything else besides the man. And I want y'all to get in the habit of spending money on good men, not homeless men. I want y'all to spend more on good men, decent men. Why are you spending so much money on homeless men? Get the hell out of my life. I have a great man and he isn't miserable. For every dollar the BW makes, she spends $1.26. My God. Anyway, folks, do I have any last guests that want to come up? I'm getting ready to. I've been on my live stream almost 2 hours now. Do I have any other people that want to come up? If not, then we'll exit the live and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. This is the last call. Last call. Y'all definitely got to start spending more money on good men. I invested in my husband financially and spiritually for 18 years. Still ended up divorced. It happens. Yeah, it happens. You got 18 years out of it, though. Things happen. If you get around 20 years out of a marriage, that's good. Stop looking at that as a failure or something bad. If you get that much time out of a marriage, that's good. That's not a failure. If you were able to make it last for 20, that's great. Y'all got to stop looking at it as a failure. That's part of life. There's no guarantee that if you get with a husband or a wife that that person's going to be with you for the rest of your life. There's no guarantee. You should be thankful for what you got. Be grateful for the time and the memories and the years that you got. I gotta stop complaining about all this stuff. There's some people that got with a man and something happened to him and he didn't make it. And they only got a year or 6 months or 5 years. You got 20 years. You got 44 years. That's excellent. That's amazing. You got 44 years. That's amazing. Y'all should be grateful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to reply to some of the women in the chat. I know there was one who just stated that she invested in her man. They've been together for a while, and he did what he did. I just want to say, not just to the women, but to the men as well, because it's not just a woman or man thing. I feel like the reason why those things happen, it wasn't because he didn't love you. or whatever, I feel like, sorry, I was running upstairs. I do feel like it's not that he doesn't love you or anything like that. I feel like he hasn't grown into himself. He doesn't know himself just yet. So I feel like for the women, I think you need to prepare yourself. Okay, I'm gonna be back. Okay. I think women need to prepare themselves. Same thing for the man's life. For one, you cannot just get into a relationship if you don't truly fully know
Lady,
yourself.
first of all, who are you? Who are you to come up here and be giving all this advice? What's your credentials?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was. You know what? I was in your comments, and I was just going off of what people are saying. I'm sorry.
So who you going? Why should they listen to you? That's what I'm saying. You trying to tell them?
No. I'm actually. I want to know, what do you think? Like what? So because I kind of want to know this. I see that you do have the game. You seem like you know it all. You got us together. So I want to kind of just ask you, like, what do you think? Do you think this is the reason why? Do you think the reason why a lot of relationship fails is because, one, before you get into a relationship, you should have to know your full self. You need to love yourself, know your worth, and everything else. Because how can you get into a relationship if you don't fully know yourself yet, or you don't fully love yourself yet? So it's like, what do you think? Do you think that's the reason? Because money cannot keep a man or a woman.
No. You talking about knowing yourself and knowing your worth and doing all this other stuff.
Before you get into reality.
Listen, things just happen. Sometimes you can be with a really good man, or a man could be with a really good woman. Things just happen. They fall into temptation. They fall on hard times. I mean, things happen.
Right,
that's
and
life.
that's what I believe.
That's part of life. That's part of life.
And it is part of life. And that is true, and it is part of life. But I feel like, so if, say, my husband would cheat on me, I wouldn't get mad at him. I'm just like, it's okay. Like, that's just me. I'm just not the one for you. You still need time to grow. You're not ready to be locked into a relationship, and it's just not with me. But I can't knock him, because why would I knock somebody who's not there yet, who's not on the same page?
The thing is, here's the thing.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Listen, here's the thing that I promote to y'all. Are y'all doing everything that y'all should be doing to keep the man? And most of the time, y'all not. Y'all lazy. Y'all get fat back. Y'all don't do nothing that the man wants you to do. You're not submissive. You're not sweet. You got an attitude. You got a mouth on you. You don't cook good. House is filthy. Y'all do all of this stuff, and then y'all expect the man to still be faithful to y'all all the time. Hell no.
Right. No, I get that. Because I've been in a relationship with
and then guess what? Guess what you do? And guess what? Uh-huh. When you break up, when the relationship is over, guess what y'all start doing? Exercising, getting your body right, changing your wardrobe, trying to be sweeter, working on yourself. Why enough if y'all working on yourself after the relationship is over?
I got so nervous coming out here. No, but I just wanted to hear from you.
Why don't you answer that? Why do y'all like to work on yourself when the relationship is over?
I've been in a relationship with my husband since I was 19, and we've been together for like 24 years.
Lady, I'm not talking if it don't apply to you. I'm saying in general. I'm speaking about women in general.
Okay. And I do notice, but see, that's why I'm saying a lot of women do those things, right? And men's is that they want to get better right after the relationship. And I feel like, and this is why it comes down to, this is why I say prepare yourself. Because just like you said, life is life. Anything can happen, which is why. So when my friends come to me, this is what I tell them. But I wanted to know, what do you think? Is that like a good, is that something good, a good advice that I give to my friends? Is telling them, hey, girl, look, like I said, before getting into a relationship, you got to know yourself first. Because if anything happens between you and your husband, then you should be okay. Because like I said, you should know, okay, he's not ready for this. It's okay. Don't knock him. Just let him be. Let him free. Like, that's all. They don't have to be. It don't always have to be hate, is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? So I want to know, do you think that's a good...
You got a husband, lady, with as much as you talk?
What happened?
You had a husband all these years with as much as you talk?
We talk all the time with you. I feel like that's why our relationship lasts, because...
You sure he not cheating on you?
Huh?
You sure he not cheating on you?
No, he's not cheating. We communicate all the time, and we had to learn each other. Like, we wasn't perfect. We were young. We grew up together, and we had to learn a lot of things together. And we did it together. We went through our up and downs, but right now we just so good. Everything's just good. And I believe it's because we believe in ourselves. I believe in myself. Look, look, we're good. We're good over here. And he's good. He's, saying, like, we're good. He said, I got the Kamala laugh. You better go somewhere, don't hey. See, your chat is just tripping. And this is why I feel like I said, we living in peace. Like, we're good. But I just wanted to know the advice that I would give to my friends. What do you think? Do you think that's do you agree? Like, a little bit. Do you agree a little bit? Because, I mean, honestly, like, a lot of people around me, I see them fail. And so it's like, damn, I don't want to repeat those cycles. I was a young one growing up.
Y'all think I'm y'all's homegirl or something? Do y'all think I'm your homegirl? I'm a man. I'm not y'all's homegirl. Ooh. Eddie, I don't have no answers. Go talk to your husband. You got all these things that you want. Go ask your husband. Go talk to your husband. Maybe he can help you. What does ratchet ass woman want? Why do you keep running? You said, oh, I'm ready now. Then come on up. Nobody's scared of you. You ain't got nothing to say anyway. You just want to run your mouth. I'm hollering. You hollering? You about to be gone. I think you that part of that ratchet ass crew that came over here from Facebook because y'all got blocked. Keep coming over here thinking you're going to act up over here. You're going to be gone from over here too. You're going to get blocked from over here. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You two ratchet ass women. Yeah, you are talking way too fast. Way too fast. I don't know how you have a husband, lady. Oh my.
Good evening, Mr. Guru.
Good evening.
So I wanted to come on here and say that I've been following you for a couple of weeks now, and I do agree with a lot of things that you say. I also agree that I think that women should spoil their, not spoil, but have a certain level of investment in their man as well. I'm new on the dating scene, so I wanted to ask you, when do you think that it's appropriate to do that?
You're new on the dating scene?
Yes.
What does that mean exactly?
Meaning that I'm newly seeking for, a serious relationship, something that is going to be long lasting, something that's going to be, future.
Okay. Were you married? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Were you married? Were you in a long relationship?
I was in a long relationship. I've never been married.
How long was the relationship?
7 years. That was 3 years ago.
Why stay a man with for 7 years and then get married to him? Why?
So I wasn't with a man. I was with a woman, and I did not get married.
Why were you with a woman for 7 years?
Well,
because I'm assuming you want to be with a man now, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Why are you with a woman for 7 years?
At that time, I truly believed. I truly believed that I was going to, be long term, raise a family, and everything.
You thought that was going to be your forever?
Yes, I did. I had my doubts. For sure, but I thought that was going to be my forever.
Okay. Did she think the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
So why neither of you proposed marriage?
We did at the end. We did. We were engaged.
No, I don't want to talk about at the end. You had all those other years. I'm asking, why didn't either of you propose marriage?
That's a great question. We had talked about it. We had talked about it a lot, and I think we were just, we were just kind of going through life. We were both very career driven. We had started a business together. We were
You're
focusing
talking
on,
about everything else besides what I'm asking you.
as far as marriage. I don't think that either one of us were
Isn't
ready.
isn't marriage the ultimate commitment that two people make to each other to be married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can you think somebody's your forever, but there's no ultimate commitment? That's what I'm wondering.
That's a great question. That's a great question. I think that
How did you meet her?
Instagram.
Mm.
Interestingly enough,
How soon
Instagram.
after you guys were together did you start spending on her?
Wow, that's a good question. I probably would say within the first few months, like probably the first 4 or 5 months.
That you guys were talking, or a couple? There's no way you guys were a couple and you didn't buy her nothing for 5 months.
No. We by that time we were a couple. Yes, we were a couple.
Okay.
And we did. We both invested into each other. We both bought each other gifts. They were lavish gifts sometimes, and I mean, not like lavish, but we would spend a good amount of money on each other.
Okay.
So
So when you were just getting to know her, right? Before you guys were a couple, did you buy her anything significant?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
Not before we were a couple. No.
Okay. Did you buy her food or anything small? Take her out
no,
to eat?
No, for the most part, she would pay for most of our,
She paid. She paid for you.
Yes, she did.
Were you guys intimate before you were an official couple?
No. We were an official couple before we were intimate.
Okay. So your question now is, how soon should you start spending money on a man?
Yes.
Is he your?
Sorry, go ahead.
Is he your man?
So that's my question, is that for me, I have now been in the dating, in this dating world for a few years, right? I say I'm newly in the dating scene, but I say newly because this is very different for me. It's different dating women than dating men. With dating women, I didn't think that there was so much.
All right, folks, y'all be giving me all of these long, super long answers. I don't need to hear all that. I don't need to hear all this stuff from y'all. I just want to know the simple answers. You see how women talk versus how men talk? Y'all go through all of these hoops in order to get to an answer. I don't need all that. I don't need all the hoops. Let me see if I can bring her back real quick. All right. If you haven't hit the like button yet, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, I need you to hit the thumbs up button. Hit the like button for me. Appreciate you in advance. Thank you so much. Hit the like button for me. I've been experimenting with my thumbnails over on the YouTube channel, and it looks like when I don't put my face in the thumbnail, it affects the viewership in the thumbnail. So that's why I did. I'm going to change this thumbnail, but in the future, I'm just testing things to see if I should have my face in the thumbnail. But it looks like I need to have it. To have my face in the thumbnail. Okay, lady, request back up if you're back in here and watching, because I want to hear the rest of your story. Request back up. I forgot her name. Florida in the building. Appreciate you. Okay, here we go. Folks, I'm into my second hour. You know, for the people on Instagram, the people on YouTube have done their job tonight. Where's the people on Instagram? Where is y'all support? Hit the little heart button in the box and support. You like to hear these stories, you like this content. Hit the little heart button in the box and let's get some more support by getting badges over on the Instagram channel. Let's go. I haven't got much support on Instagram tonight. Anyway, okay. What I was saying is I need very direct answers from you.
Okay.
Because what you're doing right now is you're giving me all of this backstory. So in order for me to help you out, I need to get very direct answers. Okay, let's try again. You were not spending on this woman for months into the relationship. Until you guys were official couple, then you actually started buying.
Yes.
Okay. But before then, you were buying, or I'm sorry, she was buying most of like the lunches and dinners anytime you guys would go out and do anything.
That's correct.
Okay. Why didn't you buy or pay for anything in the early months? Why?
And I think that I still think this way is, for me, I believe a little bit more traditionally that, you know, that the other person should invest in, like,
traditionally, there was nothing traditional about your lesbian relationship. Why are you talking about traditional?
Okay. I knew that word was gonna land a little interestingly. But for me, I would rather have the person, or, you know, am more welcome to the person being the one that invests their money. And I'm not opposed to it. I'm not saying that I've never done that before, that I've never, you know, split a dinner or something like that. But
are you into tarot cards or psychic readings or anything like that?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
Just give like a very earthy kind of spirituality type of person. I don't know. You just wear locks. That's it. You just wear locks. Other than that, you're normal.
What do you mean by normal?
I'm just wondering, are you into any type of like Afrocentric religion or spirituality, anything that's just different from what most people would expect or what most people would know?
I do a lot of research. I do a lot of research into, I was raised Christian, but I do a lot of research.
That's it? What's behind you? Is that a shower curtain or what is that?
No, that's a curtain. It's just a regular curtain.
Okay. You just do a lot of research.
Yes,
Okay.
I do a lot of research. So I have a business. It's a wellness, a health and wellness, a holistic business. So I do a lot of research from the medical perspective of things. So
how tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
What do you weigh?
About 112 pounds.
Okay. How many men per week approach you?
I'd say a handful.
Okay. What usually happens?
I guess it depends on the approach.
I'm talking about in person. I'm not talking about online.
Okay. In person. So, again, it really depends on the approach. I tend to be, I'm a friendly person. So I'm not, a person that's going to just look at you and say, like, what are you doing? I will say, okay, thank you. If they are saying a nice compliment or something like that. But I usually will not accept a phone number if somebody's asking me, for my number, unless it's something that's business related. So that's usually how it will go, unless it's something that's business related. Yeah.
What if it's personal related, if they're interested in you? That's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about approach, I'm saying approaching you as in they're interested in you, not for business.
I will accept.
How many times do you get approached in a week for personal reasons?
A handful.
Okay.
A handful.
What usually happens?
They will usually ask me something like, "Hey, are you single?" Or, "Hey, you're beautiful. Can I get your Instagram? Can I get your number?"
And what do you do? How many times do you give most of them your information? One of them? How many would you say you give out your information to?
I might give one or two my information. And like I said, usually it's because of something that's business related. I will usually, curb the conversation to say, "Hey, this is, if you want to reach out for this, for CMOS or whatever it is, then here's my information." So I'll curve it to say something business.
I thought you're looking at dating and trying to get to know a man. Why are you changing it to business?
Because it's usually the approach that I'm not receptive to.
What do you mean? So what are you receptive to?
How
did you get with this woman? How did she approach you, or did you approach her?
She approached me
on Instagram. How did she do it?
Yes.
What did she do?
Yeah. We met on Instagram. So I was featured on a profile that we both were following, and she liked my picture, and then she liked a couple of more of my pictures. She started talking to me through DM, but to me, honestly, the reason I keep saying about approach is because I get a lot of approaches, but I can sense what the intention is behind it. And so I will get approached by a man that's like, there's a lot of, I guess, sexual energy behind it. Right. And it's like, it's fine. I get it. Maybe you're attracted to me, but although that it could lead there, but that's not, I don't want you to be looking at me with lustful eyes, And so the way that she had approached me, to go back to her, the way she had approached me was much more like, kind of like, "Hey, how's your day?" Like, she was trying to get to genuinely know me. And it wasn't just like, "Oh my gosh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that." So it was genuine. It was much more genuine. So if I feel that an approach, kind of coming back to present tense, if I feel that an approach is genuine, you really are trying to get to know me and not trying to just, lust after me.
How would you know that just by them saying you're beautiful?
It's in the way that you're looking at me. It's in the way that do you grab my hand, or do you go, to try to, I don't know, hug me, or do you you know what I mean? Like, are you, I don't know, licking your lips while you're saying it or something like that? I can't give you all of the, specifics, but I know when I feel it.
So you haven't felt like this with no man that's approached you?
I'm not going to say no, man. There are definitely some that, have approached me, and it's been, great approach, and maybe an exchange of a number will happen, right?
Have you been out with any of these men over the last couple months?
Yes, I have. I've gone on a few dates.
Have you been intimate with a man since you broke up with this woman?
I have.
When was the last time you were intimate?
A few months ago.
And when did you break up with her?
3 years ago.
Okay. What happened with that situation? What happened with the situation with the man from a few months ago?
So, that was a man that I had known for a little while.
Were you guys in a relationship?
This man and I?
Yeah. Were you guys in an actual relationship?
So I'm going to say yes, because he did ask me to be in a relationship with him. I said, yes, let's try this out. But but it didn't last very long. It lasted like a couple of months. So, you know, that's why I don't really say like, oh, I was in a relationship. To me, like, you know, relationship.
He's somebody you've known from what?
Somebody that I've known for a couple of years, like 2 or 3 years. I had known.
Okay, so why did it end?
I decided to end it because I had a few reasons. Probably the biggest one was I felt like he lacked ambition.
But you would have known that before you got intimate with him.
That's correct.
So I don't buy that.
You don't buy.
You're gonna have to give me something better than that. I don't buy that you let him go because he lacked ambition. I just had a whole woman earlier that came up and said she's held on to a man that love bombed her, that was real good in the bedroom for 2 years. So was he bad in the bedroom?
No.
So it has to be something else then.
I'll be honest with you. Like I said, there were a few reasons, and ambition was one of them, but my family, you know, I just could not see us moving forward, creating a family, and for there to be such a you know, discord between my family and him. My family was not accepting.
These are all things you would have known before you got intimate with them.
You're right. Yes, I'm not denying that.
So why'd you do it? That's what I'm figuring out. Why did you still decide to get intimate with them? You say you do a lot of research. You're intellectual. A man has to approach you a certain way to even get your attention. But still, with all of these things, as intellectual as you are, it seems like you're just making bad, dumb decisions when it comes to your relationship life. Why?
I'm figuring it out, Guru. I'm figuring it out.
How can a woman that's doing all this research and be so smart and intellectual still make these type of decisions? Why? I don't get it. Was he a good talker?
Yes, we had a lot in common as far as the way that we thought about this world, the way that we thought about, you know, future, the way that we thought about religion and, you know, spirituality, things like that.
So even with all that, it's still that's the point I'm making. See, I've dealt with you kind of women before too, right? Which is why I was getting a sense. I was, I already know what kind of woman you are. And even you kind of women still do these type of things. The woman that was on here earlier, she had a master's degree in psychology. She said, I've written all these research papers, even on narcissism and this and that. And she still was bamboozled. You guys still do this type of stuff, even though you know so much research, you know so much about, oh, I know this kind of man is, he's just trying to do this, he's trying to do that. Do you feel like this man was just trying to get in your underwear?
Honestly, I didn't think that was the only thing that he wanted. I truly believe that he wanted, you know, that he wanted more.
If he wanted more, so why didn't he improve and up his ambition and do the things that you wanted him to do so he can be with you? If he wanted more, that doesn't make any sense.
He wanted me to do more. He wanted me, you know, at the beginning, I joined.
He wanted you to do more, like what?
Well, when I joined the conversation at the beginning, you were talking about, you know, women investing into men.
Correct.
And he wanted for me to be that piece for him that he, you know, he kind of was like, this year, the missing piece, you know, he wanted to move. So we are long distance. He's, you know, in a different state. So he wanted to come and move here. And
he wanted to move in with you?
Not necessarily. He wanted to, you know, he wanted for us to get our, like, a place together. I do have my own place, but he wanted us to get a place together. And so the entire step of the way, I felt like I had to help him with everything. You know, when it came to getting a job, when it came to, you know, getting a place.
Is he working where he's at right now?
Yes, he does.
And he wanted you to help him find a job and do all this stuff and find a place in your city?
That's correct. And I have
So
no
why
problem.
couldn't you help him find a job and help him find a place? If he don't know nothing about the city, why couldn't you help him do that?
I did. I sent applications. I sent so many applications. He had an interview. I would, and there were different things that he needed to set up as well. We wanted to start businesses. Like I said, I have a health and holistic business. I'm also a physician assistant. I also have.
You're a PA?
I am a PA. Yes.
Okay.
So, I wanted to help him start all of
Have
these
you ever
different-
been with a man for any significant time in your life? Ever?
Only when I was 19 to 20. So 2 years.
It's a big problem. How old are you now?
35.
You don't know how to be with a man.
Respectfully, it's been rough out here.
I need to, now I realize what I need to do. I need to take some time off of doing these streams, and I need to really finish developing this coaching program. Y'all are in triage out here. Y'all don't know what y'all are doing. This is why you're getting into these type of things. Listen, let me tell you something. I talked to a woman who's 29-year-old virgin, right? She had a one-on-one with me. She only needed one. A lot of these other women need like 5 to 10, but she only needed one-on-one conversation. She was African. She knew how to treat a man. She knew how to be sweet, submissive, kind. She knew all of these things. She was very loyal, right? And she had never been with a man. I told her, here's what I told her. I said, you need to lose 7 pounds. 7. She was already in pretty good shape. I told her to lose 7 pounds because I wanted her to just become even more attractive. And I told her what she needed to do in order to position herself and put herself out there, because she was just sitting at home all the time. She wasn't marketing herself. Mm-hmm. That woman came back to me within 2 or 3 weeks and said, Guru, oh my God, everything you said worked for me. I found one of the most amazing guys. Mm-hmm. He's very serious. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all are doing. For as much research and for as intelligent as you are, and you've gone through all this schooling, you don't know how to deal with a man. You don't know how to dwell with a man. Was he a good man?
In some aspects, in a lot of aspects, yes, he was a good man.
So how did he fall short? The only thing you told me is ambition. What exactly did he fall short in? Because he wasn't putting out enough job applications himself? What's your real reason?
It wasn't necessarily the job applications. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind doing those types of things.
What's your real reason? You don't have to tell me that again. What's your real reason?
My real reason?
Yeah. I don't think you really. How many times were you guys intimate?
Enough.
How many?
I can't tell you.
Over 10?
Yeah.
Do you like being intimate with a man, or was it uncomfortable?
No, I enjoyed it. There was no issues or anything like that. To be honest, I know that you're looking for something for me to say it in a different way or really get to the root of what it is.
Because it's not making sense. There's no logical sense that you're saying that the only thing that was going on was that I'm hearing was you're saying he wasn't ambitious enough. What does that mean? What does that translate into? Well, I was putting in a lot of his job applications and I was helping him trying to find a place in the city. That's normal.
Meaning like this. All of the things that he was saying to me. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's talk about this. So he was older. He was older than I was, right? I'm 35 years old. He was 55 years old. So all of the things that he was talking about, that he was saying that he wanted to do, he wasn't making any efforts to do those. He wasn't making any moves to do those. So I felt that even if we were to speak about business and all of these things, you know, that we could implement in the future, we wanted to have open a restaurant together. We wanted to do events together. We wanted to do, you know, a holistic food store together. All of those things, they require a whole process, a lot of different steps. And I would break it down and say, listen, let's organize ourselves. The things that we can do now, do those. In time, we'll get to the rest of them. It was just even
when
those
did you guys discuss marriage?
We discussed marriage. We did discuss marriage. It was more so put on the table like, okay.
Do you want to be a
this
wife, or do you
plan.
just want a man to help you operate businesses? Do you want to be a wife?
No, I want to be a wife. This is why I'm on the call.
Why are
with
you talking
Guru.
so much about all these businesses and things with him?
Because that's where my mind was, outside of the family life, outside of, you know, creating a life together. That was where my mind was creating also, you know, legacy together.
You don't need to be worried about all that. If that comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That shouldn't be your focus. Y'all don't even know what a wife means. See, this is why, yes, exactly, Bamo. They need my course. Trust me, I'm in the works of putting it all together right now. Y'all don't even know what it means to be a wife. You know what it even means to be a wife?
Absolutely.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I've watched my mother.
No, you
be a
don't.
wife.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you truly did, then you wouldn't have been doing all this foolishness with this man. He had no ambition. I knew that before we had intimacy. I still chose to be intimate with the man. What are we talking about? Your job as a wife is to come in and help the man that you wanted to be your husband. Your job is to assist him. If you knew that, you wouldn't sleep with a non-ambitious man. Do I want to help and assist this non-ambitious man?
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about it for a minute. Logically speaking, you're a very intelligent woman. Do you want to help and assist a non-ambitious man or an ambitious man? Which one makes more sense?
Completely an ambitious man. Completely.
So should we give our body to a non-ambitious man or an ambitious man?
No, it goes without saying. You're absolutely right. I know. I mean, can't even argue it.
No, I want you to answer it, though. I want you to say it with your mouth. Should we give our bodies to a non-ambitious man or an ambitious man?
We should not give our bodies to a non-ambitious man.
Exactly.
You know, can I say, the other day I was having a conversation with my cousin, my male cousin, and I was saying to him, you know, I think that a big issue in our society is that women do not know how to vet a man properly. And I'll be honest, one of the first times I heard that, you know, that word was through you. and a couple of other podcasters that I watch, and females and males alike, they're both talking about this term of vetting a man. So I was having this conversation with my cousin, and I'm like, listen, if women learned how to vet a man better, and I'm speaking from a place that, philosophically, yes, I agree with you, but this is why I'm being very vulnerable. I never do this. I never go on live. I'm like, I decided tonight I just wanted to be vulnerable and just have a conversation with someone who I felt like could give me the raw truth and just, lay it out, because
You've been following my content for how long?
a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks. And so, I think that this thing about vetting a man, like, I know we're not on a one-to-one, and I don't know how many people are watching us or even what people are saying in the comments. I don't really care. But if I could, there's a lot of things that I could unpack with just saying that, how to vet a man. And some of us, in my age group, I'm 35 years old, it was how we grew, what we got to see growing up, our parents, our mother.
Was your father ambitious?
Very, very ambitious.
What would
yes.
your father have told you about being with this man?
Oh, he did not like him. That was one of my main things, was my family. They did not approve. And they didn't.
So what are we talking about? Okay, let's think about this for a minute. Would your family hold on. Let me ask you a question. You've been watching my content. You seem to know who I am. Would your family approve of a man like me?
I believe so. Yes.
Do you think the man was anything like a man like me? You worried about the reason why I've done this is you worried about the wrong thing. You're worried about how soon should I be spending money on a man. Worried about the wrong thing. Like a lot of you women, y'all focus and worry about the wrong thing. You know how many women are listening right now and they're so attentive? Because y'all I said this the other night. I don't know if you're listening. Men, we don't typically seek relationship advice or dating advice. We don't. Do you know why that is?
Because who would you seek it from?
No.
Why is that?
We are not women. We are not you guys. You guys desire to do what? Nest. Right? You desire to nest. It's always going to be a part of your DNA. No matter how much you guys try to escape it with any of these movements or whatever, you're always going to want to nest. Men, at the same time, we don't see any of you as wife material because of your decision making. When we see a woman that's wife material, we know it really quickly. We really don't need no advice. We don't need any help. You guys go by your emotions. You go by your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And you go by the vibe. You need help. You need help.
Well, I appreciate.
A man, we will know fairly quickly whether or not that woman is someone. And sometimes we'll put a woman in a maybe box. When we say, is she wife material or not? We usually know she's wife material or she's not. And then some women will put in the middle, maybe. But I need to see her do this, and this. Maybe. It doesn't take us long to put you in a category.
I've heard that before. I've heard before that it was like something like 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, a man will know.
Yes, within 2. You can know some. With some women, we can know instantly. There's been women that I've met instantly I knew she was a wife.
Mhm.
I used to work with this woman and she was already a wife, but my goodness, if she wasn't, as soon as I met that woman, I knew she was wife. I said, if this woman was single or if she even had divorced her husband, I would have snatched that woman up.
Well,
I would have snatched that woman up because she stood out that much.
well, she is another man, so you know what I mean,
Yeah,
for him to enjoy.
but I'm just telling you, the way she just stood out was unlike any other woman that, I mean, nobody could come close to that woman.
Was it her aura? Was it the way that she?
All of that, the way she carried herself, the way she dressed, she was modest, but she was just naturally just so beautiful, vibrant. She was full of life, and you could tell she was very loving and nurturing and caring. She was very sweet. She wasn't masculine. None of that stuff. I mean, everything about her, she exuded femininity.
And I gotta say that probably a large part of that was because she was in a very loving man, you know, with a very masculine man that protected her. That, you know, I feel like if women will exude that soft feminine energy when they have, you know, that protection at home too.
Yeah, I don't know about her home life, but I'm just telling you what kind of woman she was. But anyway, my point is to you is that what I'm going to recommend to you is, obviously when I release these courses, you definitely need to take part in them. You definitely need to take part in these courses. People are saying one-on-ones. I don't think you're going to benefit. For some of you, the one-on-ones, it would take you way too many. This is why I'm developing these courses, because you're just going to be able to go on and get all the information all at once. Where I'm going to literally teach you step by step. And I'm compiling these things based off of, these are the most common things that I've not only in patterns that I've not only noticed about women, but they're most common questions that they've asked. I'm compiling that all together in one course and teaching you guys about relationships, men, how men work, how we think, how to choose a good one. The fact that you can't do it alone, you can't do it by yourself. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You have to put your feelings and emotions to the side when it comes to choosing the man. And even if you think that, just look, you may have think that you don't choose a man off you do choose men off your emotions, because you told me that it's based off of, I can tell how the vibe is, the energy of the man, if he's coming first. That's a feeling. You're still picking men and looking at men based off of a feeling.
You mean like initially, if somebody, when they approach me? I mean,
all of it, all of it.
There's definitely emotions. Absolutely. I mean, I try to go based off of emotion. I try to go based off of what is presented in front of me. I try to go based off of, you know, the conversation, how they dress, how they present themselves. All of it. But you're right. There is definitely an emotion.
Didn't you hear what I said? I said you have to put all that to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have to get help vetting. I even offer this to women. I say, if you have a man that you want help vetting, bring him to me.
Oh.
Pay for a one-on-one session and sit him. I've had women do that. Not many, but they put the man right on the camera in a private one-on-one session, and I ask him questions.
Okay, I'd be interested to know, what types of questions do you ask these people?
Bring me a man. Do you have a man that you're serious about right now? I don't think you do.
No.
Okay,
no.
So
I'm asking these questions because I don't want to, you know, I want to know this information ahead of time. I don't want to be in a situation being like, I don't know what I'm doing. no, I'm trying to be, proactive here, So no, there's I don't have a man that I'd be bringing to you.
The best advice I can tell you right now is to keep watching my content. I think you need to go back to my YouTube channel and watch some of the older live streams that I've done. Okay. And then get ready for this course to come out. And you need to listen, I'm going to jam pack this thing, and I'm going to do stuff with the course daily.
Well,
I'm going to log in daily and give you guys daily help.
I'm sure I speak for a lot of the women here and maybe some of the men, but I'm looking forward to that course. I'm excited for it. So,
yes.
And thank you for all that you do. Honestly, like I said, I don't usually do stuff like this. It's very vulnerable for me, but I appreciate it.
It's good. It's good. I'm glad you came on. No, it's good. I'm glad you came on. It's very good. And I'm glad you made yourself available and was vulnerable. But that's what's needed. But you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. The women like yourself that actually do this and come on, you're the most likely to actually end up in a good relationship and have a husband. The ones that come on and act, silly and childish and whatever, no, it's not likely. You definitely have potential. You just need some guidance. You focus too much of your life on your career, on research and studying and all this stuff, but you don't know how to deal with a man properly. And you don't know how to pick one. So that's what I'm here for.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Have a good night.
You have a great night. Thank you, Mr. Guru.
All right. You're welcome. Folks, that is going to be all for me tonight. I'll put in some overtime tonight on this stream. My God. I know Bella wants to talk to me. Let me see what Bella has to say. Because she has been very gracious.
Damn. Okay.
She's been very gracious to me. Thank you, Bella, for pretty soon you're gonna overtake my most loyal supporter.
I just like your content, so just supporting a little bit. Excuse me. Good morning, by the way. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. What did you have for me?
So, I've been on here a few times already. And so remember the first time we spoke and I told you I was engaged with this guy that I met. I met him in the streets. He was running blogs, and that's not something I wanted, but I wanted him. We talked, and
you're good in the bedroom. Another one that's good in the bedroom.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we talked about that.
He left the streets alone, and everything was good. So, moving on, sometime later, we got engaged after that, everything was good. Everything until...
Got engaged, but the engagement ring is in the safe. You don't even wear it. Okay.
No, I got it. I got it right now. I take it off from time to time, but the problem is, and I want to see what you have for me. I need your advice on this. So, before we even got engaged, I was working, or at that time I had the idea of opening a hookah lounge. Right? I do have other businesses, but those businesses I don't run. I'm not interested for real. It's just I had the money and family. You know how that goes. They run it and stuff like that. I just had the money. I put the money and they run it. But this is something that I always wanted. That, I started doing.
You wanted to run a hookah lounge?
Research. Yes, on a hookah lounge. It's something that
I'm a little confused. What's the point you're getting at?
All right. Listen, so boom. He knew about that before we got engaged, right? The thing is that I told him, I will marry you, right? But after my hookah lounge is open. And he has a problem with that. He has a problem with it. He said, why can't we get married before then? Why it has to be after it's open? Or
when is the lounge supposed to open?
And no time soon. Not this year. By the end by the end.
Well, it's only 1 month left in the year.
I know, by the middle of next year to the end.
So you don't plan on marrying this man for at least maybe another 2 years?
Right. And he wants to get married, right?
Okay.
But I don't, I don't think I'm ready, right? I don't think I'm ready. I feel like that's selfish of him. He wants to get married like so fast, knowing that I have goals. I even helped them with his goals and getting everything in order. Why can't he do the same for me? Like, why can't he wait? So I don't know. What do you think I should do?
Why do you want to wait for the hookah lounge?
Because it all that, you know how
you willing to give up? You willing to give up some good PP?
You and this, it's not that. Like, why can't? Like, I love him. It's not just that. You know, I love him. It's not just about the sex. Because if it was, I haven't been really around, but it's not just the sex. It's him, his personality, him listening to me and wanting to commit to me.
So you just don't want to. Okay, what's the actual problem why you want to wait for the hookah lounge to open?
So right now we're not cool because we had a conversation the other day about he asking me if I wanted a big wedding or how, and that's when I told him, like, if we do, like, I don't want nothing big. I told him I want, like, when we do get married, we can just go.
What's the problem with the lounge? I don't want to hear about that right now.
There's no problem. The problem is that I want to accomplish this first and then get married. He don't want that. He wants to get married.
Can you still have children?
If I still have children?
Can you still have children?
Yes.
Can he have children?
Yes. He wants kids too. And yeah.
What if you get pregnant? Y'all are screwing. You talking about not getting married. Y'all are screwing. What if you get pregnant?
I know.
What are you talking about?
You think I should marry him?
Yeah, because what if you get pregnant?
It's because he's Muslim. He's Muslim also. And like, what? That's so selfish.
What are you doing? You're not going to have no help.
With what?
You think that this man is going to stick around with you if you get pregnant? You think he's going to be there for the rest of your life or to raise that baby? Really? And you're not his wife? Really?
That's true, but
is he working right now still? Because you said he had some money when you met him.
Oh yeah, he had money.
Is he working? Is he working?
Yes, he is. Does
he have a career? What is he doing?
No career. He started a trucking business with him and his brother. I helped him with that.
What does he do? He started the trucking business. What does he do at the business?
I'm not sure how he really runs it. I won't lie to you about that because I got my own and I don't really know much about it. It's just the money that I put in. He just buys me stuff and do his thing. I don't know anything. See, that's why this is important for me, Mr. Guru, because the hookah lounge, I actually got hands on. Like I will be running it.
You don't even know what the man does.
Well, I know what he do.
No, you don't. You don't.
I can't tell you what he don't drive the trucks. No, he got people that drive the trucks.
You should know what listen. Do you think any woman that was serious about dealing with me, she would know everything about, she would know how I operate my show. She would know what my screens are. She would say, I know he does this from this hour to this hour. I know he does one-on-ones. I know I know he's put together a coaching program or he's in the middle of putting together a coaching program. They would know all of this stuff. You don't know a damn thing.
I know a little bit, but to be honest, Mr. Guru,
no, you don't.
I won't lie. It's just I've been so focused on my things. Like,
okay, well, here's what you need to stop. Listen, since you so focused on your things, here's my advice to you: stop focusing on your cooter cat,
Why?
Because
Not
that's
even
what
on-
it is. Because you told me how many times y'all be doing it. Stop focusing on your cooter cat. Focus
Okay.
on the things. Focus on your hookah lounge and all that stuff, and let him go.
You think that's the problem that I talked to him about?
Let him
that.
go. Let him go.
And he don't-
Focus on your business and let him go.
Let him go.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not gonna marry the man now, what are you doing? You end up pregnant.
I am gonna marry him, just
No.
not when he
No.
wants.
Then let him go.
All right.
That doesn't make any sense.
I just wanted to see what you thought about that. That's all.
Let him go. That's what I think about it. Let him go. See, if he was on here, I would tell him, get away from you.
Get away from me?
Yeah,
Why
I
you
would say
that?
she not willing to. You really want to be married, and especially a Muslim brother. But tell him, brother, you already know you shouldn't be doing this with her. And you need to go find you a good Muslim woman that wants to be a wife and marry her. Leave this woman alone. I don't care if she got money or not. She doesn't want to be no wife. You don't want to be no wife right now.
No, I do want to be a wife. And
What did I say? I listen very carefully. I said right now.
Right now, right?
You don't want to be a wife right now.
You're right about that. You're right.
So he needs to let you go. He needs to go do things properly and find him a Muslim woman. If is he Nation of Islam? What kind of Muslim is he? Is he Sunni?
I'm not sure. I just know he's Muslim.
You just know how good his thing work on side of your thing.
That's another thing, Mr. Guru.
You only know how. This is amazing to me. How do you not even know this, but you know how good his thing works?
That's another thing. I feel like, like we've been together for going on a little bit over 2 years. I feel like
you don't even know what kind of Muslim he is.
It's too soon. I helped him. Yes, I appreciate that.
It's too soon, but y'all are screwing.
I know.
What do you mean it's too soon? Y'all are screwing.
All right, listen, he's mad at me because of this situation. So I have to get on here and talk to you about it because we ain't speaking 2 days because he's in his feelings about it.
The man want him to get married.
I know. And I guess I probably will, to be honest. I think I can do both, but I just feel like it wasn't fair. That's all. Like I helped him, I feel like I helped him a lot in his, business and getting out the streets and stuff like that. So I feel like, damn, support me on this. Like, let me accomplish my goals too. And then we can get married and be happy. He want kids too. He been trying to get me pregnant. That's another thing too, which I don't mind. I will have his kids.
He been trying to get you pregnant too?
Yes, he wants a kid. Yes, he wants a baby with me. He's been around basically.
Are you on birth control? How come you ain't got pregnant yet? Are you on birth control?
No, I'm not on birth control. What I do, I got this little tracker on my phone, and when I'm ovulating, I just don't.
You don't do nothing when you're ovulating?
No, I just don't let him. No.
No type of nothing?
No type of nothing. Nope.
That's how you've been able to. Yeah, because I've heard that. I've heard most women in general, y'all know when y'all are ovulating.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is it a feeling?
Excuse me? Can you repeat that?
Is it a feeling y'all have?
No, actually, we can tell. Usually like down, excuse me, everyone, for this is too much information. So down there, we get wetter than normal and we produce this clear fluid, like liquid, like more than normal. That's how I know when I'm ovulating and stuff like that. And then you track the dates. And then I see the phone, and then I've been paying attention to that. So in case the app go away, I already kind of know. So yeah, don't.
I did a show on this before, and I asked this question. I said, "Y'all go in the heat," and I had a whole bunch of women talk about
that's true.
Dogs go in the heat. We don't go in the heat. Well,
we do.
Isn't that similar to going into heat?
Yes, when we are ovulating, we are very, very horny. We get very horny. Yes.
Okay. Are you ovulating right now? Have a good night, Bella.
Thank you. Bye. Okay.
Folks. Shout out to everybody that came through the show, supported, hit the super chat, hit the Cash App. Special shout out to Bella. She actually does support me a lot. She donates a lot. Not no little tiny donations either. Have a good night, folks. Appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. If you missed any of this content, go back and rewatch it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel and then click on the live stream tab. Everything is on my website, blackguru.com, BLKGURU.com. You can book a one-on-one, support me, whatever you want to do, it's all there. You can see all my other social media sites. I usually go live on my TikTok platform on the weekend in the morning, but I think I'm going to work more on this coaching course that I have coming out this weekend. So I don't think I'm going to be live on my TikTok platform. See everybody on Tuesday, God willing, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Have a good night. Blessings and peace to the rest of you.